What's up, everyone? I'm still being blamed, apparently.
Listen, there's good choices and there's bad choices, but a good choice is always blaming Larry.
Are you really gonna sit here and pretend you didn't have an extraordinary amount of fun with that movie?
I'm gonna sit here and say that man was an NWA, and let's not lose sight of ourselves here.
Well, as the meme pointed out, it's 1989, all right? You've got Bill Cosby and you've got Ice Cube. And a time traveler from the future tells you that in 2026, one of them will be a disgraced sexual predator and the other will be making family-friendly movies.
Why would you think Ice Cube would do that?
Well, I don't, but given what he was known for in 1989, the notion of him turning into like a violent predator seemed maybe not plausible at the time, but possible for sure.
Other than getting butt fucked by record executives, claimed there was no Vaseline in that exchange, leaving to independently make his own way and trying to write the entirety of Friday. What else does he stand for at that time? What am I missing?
True. Well, his music was about selling drugs and killing people, so I get why that would give some people the wrong impression.
I don't actually think we have many receipts on that. His music was about living in Compton.
I'm switching Wi-Fi's because that is true.
I mean, I think we all know what Ice Cube's song is most famous, and it rhymes with Huck the Release. And everyone likes that song nowadays.
We back? Sorry, I missed the last thing you said. What was it?
I said, Ice Cube's most famously written song is something that rhymes with Huck the Release.
That is true. To be clear, I like Ice Cube's shit. I'm just saying that if you were a middle-aged suburban white mom in 1989, you looked at him and you're like, yeah, I could imagine him being a fucking violent person.
I feel like there is a lesson here that we probably shouldn't trust the judgment of middle-aged suburban moms because they're pretty ignorant to the facts.
Except for my mom, who is a delightful woman, and I love her very much.
Your mom is not a suburban. Come on.
Well, she literally is, but
I don't know if that's suburban.
I need to I just randomly thought of this. Given the year and not necessarily the place, but given how long ago I was born, I'm so grateful to my mother that she didn't raise me homophobic.
I don't even think that's a thing. People don't do
that. No. They do, trust me. They do.
People actively raise kids to be homophobic. That's like...
Oh, yeah, they do. In the right part of the world, yes, they do.
Well, sure, hypothetically, how could you perceive in the society you live in that coming up?
Well, by the time I came around, it wasn't really acceptable any longer to teach your children, stay away from those guys because they're fucking pedophiles or whatever.
I don't even think it's really you. I think a lot of that was silent hatred. It's not even you actively teach the kids. You just
Well, that's what I'm getting at, is that my mom could have very easily not said anything about it, but right from when I was fucking old enough to speak, she made it clear to me that there's nothing wrong with being that way, and that if I grew up to be that way, it would change nothing about our relationship.
Sure, but you could say that about any kind of hatred. You could say that about fucking hating Pakistani people.
Well, my point is that I really appreciate that in the year 2000, my mom had the foresight to teach me to love gay people.
Nah, man, I've said it before, I'll say it again. we need James Cameron around if that's where we're at. Because I don't think the bar's that low. That's a low bar.
I agree, but like,
it's just a low bar.
I don't know. Like, one of the guys I watch on YouTube is a 45-year-old bisexual man, and even being raised in California, he was raised pretty homophobic. Like it.
First of all, 45 is a little different from what? You're 28.
Well, yeah, but that's only 17 years earlier.
Only 17 years. I mean, how many wars can I fit in the span of 17 years? Every world war and a lot. Like, what do you mean only 17 years?
My point is that this guy didn't come out as bisexual publicly until he was 38 years old because he had a bunch of fucking, like, internalized self-hating shit as a result of his upbringing.
Are you going somewhere with this? Is there something you want to tell us, Larry?
What I want to tell you is that ever since I watched him talk about that, I was like, I'm really fucking grateful that I wasn't raised homophobic.
You can just tell us if there's something else, Larry. It's okay.
He was raised kind of racist too, it's good that he got over that one.
Well, I mean, how do I put this? People go through periods of waxing and waning how xenophobic they want to be.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunately it's not unique. I guess it just seems like a recurring social cycle once people reach a certain point of like expansion where like now you can start to consider some other people outsiders and start to get really picky and choosy with who you want to like. That just seems, I don't want to say natural, but like like a progression we've done a lot.
Well, in this case, he told a story about how when he was like 12, he went over to like a Mexican friend's house for dinner because this was California. You know, a lot of the kids he knew were Mexican.
Southern or Northern California?
Around Fresno, so wherever it is. I'm guessing Southern.
I'm not great with California. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Anyway, so like he's there with his Mexican friend, and the mom is making dinner, and she scoops out everyone a plate, and then she makes herself a plate and wraps it up and puts it in the fridge and leaves for her night shift factory job, which is the job this guy's mom had. And a little like 12-year-old him just goes, I think this racism thing is total bullshit. These people are exactly like me.
Bro, you sound like a 90s movie.
Well, you know, this guy was a 90s movie. It was 1992 when this incident occurred.
I think racism is bullshit. Wow, hot take, guy.
Well, he was 12. Give him a fucking minute.
He's not 12 telling the story. He could have workshopped this. He chose to do this.
Well, he told it better than I did. I'm half remembering it from 7 months ago or whenever I watched the fucking video.
Well, maybe he should have left a bigger impact on you. This is unacceptable for him. How dare he?
I watched this dude many hours a day. I can't remember everything he fucking says.
Exactly, and that's on him. How dare he? This is fucking criminal.
Yeah, anyway, my point is, for a 12-year-old raised in a semi-racist family, having that revelation is like, you know what, good on you.
Well, can I point out he's not in that racist of a family if he's at a Mexican person's house at the age of 12?
Oh, yeah, it wasn't a clan family. It was just a, like, socially acceptable to make racist jokes type of family.
Well, that's a lot of people. I wouldn't even call that racist. That's just...
True.
American.
That's kind of what he was getting at, was that, like...
Well, I don't want to
especially
label that.
then.
That's not even racist. That's just people who make jokes.
Yeah, I mean, with his family, I think there was a little bit of meaning behind it, but maybe not, because I've only seen them like once for the one time they made a cameo in a video of his. So.
I just know we only got so many words. So when some people want to fucking lynch you up, and some people want to make a joke about a park bench, like I really feel like we gotta be careful with who we call what word.
The park bench, I know which joke you're referring to. That joke I've always found to be cheap and shitty because you could make it about any race.
You're not wrong. Once again, I didn't say the joke was good, but at the same time, how many people watch sitcoms and they're hot, absolute, burning garbage? Good in content are not always the same thing as consumed content.
I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but my dad, when he lived in England for a couple of years as a kid, made note of the fact that they had the exact same racist jokes, except instead of being about black people, they were about the Polish.
Either that or Arabs. Yeah, I mean,
this was a little bit too early for Arabs. If he'd been there 10 years later, it would have been Arabs.
Some jokes are just not good.
Yeah. I've said that in arguments with people online. Like, if you're gonna be racist, at least be funny.
See, but then you gotta you have a whole bunch of people like, oh, the left just can't take a joke. It's like, no, I just need a good joke.
Yeah, I can take a joke. The question is it funny?
I'll go on the record and be the awkward guy. I'm sorry, but that Alphabet Mafia thing cracks me up every time. Sorry.
What, like the term Alphabet Mafia?
Dave Chappelle's first set about it. Not the extended one after people got mad about the first one, but just the first one.
I haven't seen that special, so I believe you that it's funny. I just haven't seen it.
I'm also a sucker for Dave, but then he made the second one. I was like, oh, now you're just mad that people are mad. But he's come full circle, and he's back to being just funny again.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, because, like, I have a friend who, he doesn't work security there anymore. He's in the Gaffers Union now, but he works all the, like, local area, meaning Boston area, concert venues. And so he's gotten...
I'm going to go on the record. I always, for a moment, confuse gaffers and fluffers.
True. Actually, I don't think he does specifically gaffing. I think he just does, like, roadie stuff in general. But anyway.
So he could be a fluffer.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen how he does that with that.
I've never met one who admitted it. I'm kind of curious. How much does that pay? Like, is that a good deal?
I doubt it, honestly.
I don't know. I don't fucking
know. Anyway, so he has seen like a number of stand-up acts and concerts and shit for free.
Sure.
And unfortunately, one of those included Rob Schneider's fucking comedy act. Which he said was like the worst thing he's ever sat through. And the reason I thought of it was because his comment was like, I've got my issues with Dave Chappelle's shit about trans people, but at least when it was Dave Chappelle, the other jokes were still funny.
Dave Chappelle is the GOAT.
Like he, for better or worse, he knows what he's doing when he crafts a story and a punchline and everything.
Dave Chappelle's the Tom Brady of stand-up comedy, in that it's very fair for you to dislike him, but you gotta kind of be like, yeah, I understand why I can't disacknowledge him.
Yeah.
He's just there. Can't do nothing about it.
I just can't believe Rob Schneider fucking tours still, man. That's so sad.
I mean, you could either do that or you could be David Spade and just wait for like Adam Sandler to give you a call in 5 years. So
that's more respectable to me because at least David Spade didn't have to be like fucking super right-wing anti-vax piece of shit.
To be clear, does Rob Schneider believe these things, or is he getting a built-in fan base by saying cult shit?
It's unclear, but given how long he's been doing it, I think he genuinely believes it because he's been doing it since before the modern form of MAGA existed.
It's kind of weird if you think about it. With the MAGA people, you can kind of look at it like the Ku Klux Klan, where like,
kinda
there's different iterations of it.
Yeah,
and like
the Ku Klux Klan, it's all plagiarized from fucking movies and shit.
Just like the Ku Klux Klan, you guys really like fantasy narratives, but haven't gotten too many of them.
I mean, I know that you know this, so I'm not telling you anything, but I'm telling the audience something.
What's
The
up?
Klan's look and practices and shit were all plagiarized from fucking Birth of a Nation.
To be clear, that's also a lot. That came a lot with the second iteration of the Klan, because like the first iteration were pretty much Confederate soldiers who would show up and fuck your shit up and then leave.
Yeah.
The second iteration had people who I idolized these soldiers, romantics, a bunch of fucking Southern Lily ass bitches who sit around in their gentleman outfits and need to do something after being lazy bankers all day. So they go.
Yeah, this is like 1915, right?
I'm sorry, say that again?
This is like 1915, around that era, right?
Yep. So they go and they fucking cosplay from a movie, and then they call it like stupid King Arthur ass names, and they steal a bunch of shit from the Freemasons because they can't even come up with their own ideas.
Yeah, of course not.
And they just whip it all together in a blender, and there you go. And then the third iteration of the Klan was like, can we just shave our heads and go fuck up some minorities? And they do that a lot.
Yeah. I was reading a thing this morning about how the term Deus Vult was largely forgotten for like centuries until a fucking like, it wasn't literally Hearts of Iron, but it was a video game like that, one of the others, used the term a bunch because it's set in that era, and a bunch of kids were like, wow, they're just like me.
Nerds.
Yeah.
Fucking nerds. I'm like, listen, I want to be clear with all of you. I am as nerdy as they fucking come. I mean, shit, if I can find it, where'd I put it? I have a sack with like 10 different dice sets here. But we don't let nerds become extremists, otherwise we've lost people.
Yeah, and then
there's a D&D group. Literally, give these people some friends, some context. Fuck.
It's so ubiquitous that it's almost hard to even think about or consider. But the fact that the term red pilling took on the meaning that it does.
I found my satchel of dice.
Nice.
I wear it on my belt.
Hell yeah. But seriously, like, think about the etymology of the term red pill for like half a second, and you realize how insane it is. It comes from a sci-fi movie made by two trans women.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. It was made like, or rather, they're gonna say it wasn't made by trans women. They're gonna say it's,
yeah, of course,
like, oh, Hollywood got to them or some weird shit.
Yeah, or if they don't do that, they'll say, oh, well, the Matrix wasn't actually made by the Wachowskis. They just took credit, but really it was this guy who was the DP who made all the decisions or whatever.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, granted, I will go on and say the Matrixes are mostly carried by the cast, and I think to ignore that is kind of silly.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like, I only rewatched them, like, last year because for most of, maybe, let's say 10 onwards, I fucking despised The Matrix. Not because it's bad, but because I was so fucking sick of it.
Bro, you gotta free your mind.
Like, it was The Matrix was such a big fucking movie that for essentially the first, like, 15 years of my life, I had to sit through endless fucking parodies of it to the point that I hated it. Yeah, like, I had to see that get parodied in every fucking movie and every kid's show I grew up watching.
Yeah, that part doesn't get tiresome.
Yeah, or the red pill, like, eat the blue cupcake, like Kids Next Door did the blue and red lollipops, Billy and Mandy did the blue and red cupcakes. Or just simply like the fact that I had to sit through like a decade of everybody wearing black leather trench coats and sunglasses. Like,
Well, there also was the trench coat mafia and like a bunch of other things that made that part.
oh, I'm talking about in movies, not like in real life.
Oh. I mean,
Like I had to sit through like every fucking kids show I watched. Eventually, did an episode where they're all wearing leather jackets and sunglasses, and the music is going doon 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 doon. Like, I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ! Enough about the goddamn Matrix. I'm so sick of the fucking Matrix.
it's hard because you're very right. It's one of those times where, like a lot of things, people talking about it makes me want to fucking hate it. But there's a couple things that just stand in the way of me hating it. One,
the fact that it's really good.
I pledge allegiance to Keanu Reeves, man.
That is true.
I'm gonna start there. Keanu fucking Reeves. That's a cool breeze over the mountain for some of y'all that don't know. Like,
when you're done, I thought of my biggest fucking issue with it, but go ahead.
No, shoot that. Actually, tell me. I want to hear this.
My biggest fucking thing about the Matrix that drove me up the goddamn wall, and it's not about the Matrix, it's about things that imitated it, was the color grading. Because the Matrix, in the scenes that take place in the Matrix, have like the green tinted color grading.
Because it's meant to feel artificial.
Yeah. Like, because the lines of code on the screen are green and everything. But then all the scenes that take place in the real world have a much more neutral, less uncomfortable looking color grading. It's a really cool feature of the Matrix
don't
movie.
They change that once Keanu like sees the lines what they are? Like, doesn't it go back to the other grading?
No, it still sticks. I mean, it lessens, but it still sticks with the. You can tell if a scene is in the Matrix based on the color grading.
True. Okay. True. Like, it's like less. It does feel less.
Yeah, it's much more notable in the early half of the first movie.
Yes. 100%.
But all the movies parodying the Matrix didn't understand that. So until literally like 2012, every third movie I watched had like the hideous pea soup green color grading.
I am at such odds because you're so right, but at the same time, it's better than using it as the shithole country filter.
That is true. The Mexico filter.
No, I'm not even calling it the Mexico filter. Yeah, it is the Mexico filter, but like, I don't know, because I see it so much with like Middle East.
Oh yeah, they always got to have the fucking sitar playing and like.
No, well, you always have one dude's doing a call and a prayer, and in the middle of the day,
yeah,
it's like, what are you doing? This is not. What the fuck are we doing?
You watched the Westworld TV show, right?
I stopped watching at a certain point because I got bored, but yeah.
Fair. At some point after it wasn't as good anymore, but I do really remember this scene. They go to one of the other parks, like one of the ones based on a different theme. Because there's like a few, and one of them is like, samurai era feudal Japan and shit. And the way they set the tone for that one is a shamisen cover of Paint It Black. It actually sounds really cool.
But didn't they? Isn't that the same thing? Didn't they do fucking Black Hole Sun on like an old West? I'm not saying that word. Not saying it. A self-playing piano. I'm not saying the word.
Player piano.
A self-playing piano, which has the same name as a television network that we watched as children.
Oh, Nickelodeon?
Damn it! Yes, I'm not saying it.
Okay, because Nickelodeon was the name for like the matinee theater screening originally.
I'm pretty sure it's the name for the self-playing piano, my guy.
Well, Nickelodeon refers to a nickel, and it just referred to like whatever entertainment you could get for the nickel.
Oh.
Like in Titanic, DiCaprio says he references some film, like like Trip to the Moon or whatever. And he says, I saw it on a Nickelodeon at anyway, yeah, Westworld did a ton of like weird instrument covers of songs. Like they had a really great scene in the last season. There was like a 20s jazz cover of Enter Sandman. Like it has like the doon 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 doon, and then the saxophone. Like it was really cool, actually. Anyway, the thing we were actually talking about with the Matrix, that pea soup green color grading extends to another good movie that ruined Hollywood, which was The Bourne Identity.
That's the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because The Bourne Identity is a good movie, and it has really shaky cinematography, and it works in that movie because the movie is like semi-documentary. You're supposed to feel like, because it's all about government conspiracy and shit. So they do. Do you know what a dirty single is? What?
I mean, I don't really think I should be talking about her like that on live. Can you relax?
Very funny. A dirty single is a dirty single is a filmmaking term for a single shot of a character, but the character they're talking to's like shoulder or head is creeping into the shot.
Oh.
And it's called, and it's used to make it feel like you're seeing something you're not supposed to be.
It's pretty much a voyeur shot, but it's like really personal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, a dirty single, like Bourne Identity uses shaky cam and dirty singles a ton because it's about government conspiracy. Ooh, you're learning about something you're not supposed to know. But it was so successful, every fucking action movie imitated its cinematography to the point that 14 years later, Captain America Civil War comes out, and I'm still having to watch them shake the fucking camera during the fight scenes to hide the fact that that's not Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it literally took like 15 years for movies to stop aping Bourne Identity's fight aesthetic.
I don't like action movies, or what they call action movies anyway.
Well, yeah, what they call action movies kind of, they don't always suck, but they suck more often than not.
I'm just usually not interested in like one Western protag who's like going country to country being a badass. I'm just not interested in that narrative. I don't find it fun.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, plenty of movies make it work, but many do not.
Yeah, like, well, but I just think it. I think it's a lazy fucking genre.
Oh God, dude, you have no fucking clue. Have you seen the shit they put on Netflix now?
I mean, I try to avoid the bullshit, so probably
okay.
not.
Well, my parents don't. They'll pretty much watch anything that looks appealing.
Yeah,
whether they'll like it afterwards.
Glory sitcoms. I feel your pain.
Yeah, I mean, like, usually they'll watch it and go, and then, like, just move on. But my point is, like, I see clips. Oh, yes, Nick finished the Steamboat Willie Lego today, and we're all very proud.
Nick's not good at Legos, so he has to work very hard to get them done.
So I see, like, bits of these Netflix original action movies as I go by, and every fucking time I'm like, this looks really uninspired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now, it's funny, the Bourne Identity thing went on forever. Now they're all kind of emulating John Wick's aesthetic, where they keep the camera really still and they let the actors do the fighting.
They all love sucking off John Wick so hard, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, those movies are good. Don't get me wrong; they are good.
Okay,
but they inspired a whole wave of copycats.
Keanu Reeves is good in those movies for all the reasons they used to say Tom Cruise was good, but he actually does it. Is the way I look at it.
Yeah,
like, it's not about doing your own stunts. If you've ever seen the video of Keanu Reeves at a shooting range.
That's on the bonus features on the Blu-ray. I know the one you're talking about.
One of the most terrifying things you'll ever see in this world, because he is a spec ops shooter now, guys. No, like
Didn't
Keanu
he
Reeves
invent a new reload technique?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I think he invented a new reloading technique or something. Like, I think he
was like...
I think he like found some new technique to really quickly reload his gun, to the point that the spec ops guy training him was like, "That's good. I'm going to teach that to my other students."
Keanu Reeves is an actual monster, and he's great, and he would murder all of us. And if we ever end up in a zombie apocalypse, find him. He will protect you.
Yeah, and he was doing all that shit starting at age like 47.
That's what he is not a normal person. He's great.
I mean, hell, even when he did The Matrix, he was like, he wasn't old, but he was getting old enough that it was starting to be like, damn, he was doing fights like that at that age.
Well, yeah, I mean, have you ever seen Man of Tai Chi?
I don't think so, no.
He's the villain.
Okay.
And we don't get a ton of Keanu movement, but he did a lot of choreography in it.
Hmm.
He's been paying attention to human body movement for years now.
Yeah.
He's just...
I mean, even in Speed, he was already like 30 when he did Speed, and that was in 1994.
Wait, how old was he when he did Point Break then?
He would have been like 27, 28.
There's still hope. There's still hope for me yet.
I know, right? Hang on, let me find out what year he was born.
You do that. I'll be right back.
1964. That was it.
10 seconds.
And now that Nick's away, we're gonna do some evil shit. We're gonna look at Keanu Reeves' Wikipedia without Nick. I don't know. That's the most evil thing I can think of at the moment. Yeah, here it is. We're doing evil shit. There you are. Oh, no, he's not there. I thought that was the sound of Nick. Oh, here it is, Man of Tai Chi.
Man of Tai Chi!
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah!
Yeah, Keanu Reeves was born in 64. Yeah, so he was like 30 or almost 30 when he did Speed. So he was like...
Tai Chi. Good movie.
What'd you say? Oh, yeah.
I'm really the movie Man of Tai Chi. It's a sleeper hit.
Yeah, that's what Wikipedia said, was that it got really good reviews, but it just didn't make any money at the box office.
Pretty much. It seemed to be like a passion project type thing. Which,
yeah, I mean, he'd been into martial arts for like 20 plus years at that point, so it makes sense he'd feel something for it. But yeah, he would have been about 50 when the first John Wick movie came out, and then they made 3 more and a spinoff, and supposedly have more in the works.
They're doing more. I am one of these believers that it has to be the stages of grief, and Keanu is going to see this fucking thing through.
Yeah, I kind of wish that they didn't make another sequel to 4, just because I like how 4 ended, but
it's been such a long time since I fucking even saw it.
Well, if we're doing the 5 stages of grief thing, then the ballerina spinoff arguably qualifies.
I'm gonna just feel ripped off if like the last one is a spinoff.
I agree. I'm just saying that, like, because the last stage of grief is acceptance, and what feels more like John Wick reaching acceptance than him being a side character in someone else's movie?
I mean, I could give a couple examples. Honestly, I'd say him leaning into being a fucking demon. Like,
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll watch more John Wick movies. I just like how 4 ended so much.
Fair. I got that.
I actually really liked the Continental prequel on Peacock that everyone else didn't like. I really liked that one.
I didn't end up watching it.
Despite having Mel Gibson in it, it is really fucking good.
I really have a magic superpower for avoiding Mel Gibson content, don't I? Like it's like
It helps that he's the villain.
when you say he's the villain, like, do I get to see the black concierge put a bullet through his brain?
I don't remember if he specifically does it, but yes, you do get to... Like, Mel Gibson is the antagonist.
That could work.
Yeah, and the black concierge's name is Sharon, and a much younger version of him is one of the lead characters in this.
Are you sure that's not what his name is?
Well, I don't know if it's pronounced correctly, but Sharon is how it's spelled. Like, Charon.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure he's Karen, right? Because he's like he's the underworld guy.
Well, let's find out. Why wonder when the internet...
Fair enough.
Well,
Like I thought that
answer.
was his whole bit. Was he's the underworld guy? He's about to bring you to the fucking land of the dead, boy.
Oh, it is pronounced Charon. Oh, wait, hang on. No, in the movie it's Sharon, but
Damn.
he is indeed based on Charon.
Okay.
Ferryman.
Okay, because I'm like, I thought that was the point. Otherwise, I'm making up subtext that I didn't see. But they're walking around with a bunch of gold coins. I figured I knew what I was talking about.
The subtext is on purpose. They just anglicized the pronunciation of his name.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, we get to actually, because Lance Reddick was, however old he was. So a much younger, like maybe mid-20s version of that character is kind of the sidekick / secondary protagonist of the Continental prequel.
Okay, cool.
And we get to find out a little more about like where he's from and like how he got into doing this. He has a fucking big ass poster of, you remember the blaxploitation movie Coffee?
Yeah.
He has a big ass poster of that in his room that was like a gift from someone back home.
I like that. Speaking of prequels, and spin-offs, what are we thinking about George R.R. having another spin-off before we fucking get an end to his series?
I really figured that after, I never even watched it, and now I'm glad I didn't, but after what here was a disastrous ending of Game of Thrones, I really thought nobody would watch any of the spin-offs, but nope, the piggies came back to the slop trough.
I think they do that thing where they're like, oh, we're just going to blame that ending on someone else.
If I remember correctly, House of the Dragon still has the most watched series premiere in the history of HBO. Let me check.
I tried watching House of the Dragon, and like, listen, I love tits. I love dragons. Tits and dragons are a pretty great mix. I love.
If you love tits, if you love tits on HBO, you know what show you should watch that's surprisingly good is Dune Prophecy.
I don't go searching for them. That's the thing. If they're there, cool.
Yeah.
I admittedly go searching for dragons more than I go searching for tits. But I don't.
Yeah, here it is. House of the Dragon is Oh no! It might not be biggest ever. House of the Dragon is the largest since 2010.
I just don't care about a prequel spinoff much when I know the stakes aren't going to matter enough that I haven't heard about them in the original series.
That is one of the things that helps Dune Prophecy is that it taking place 10,000 years before the movies means, okay, now it makes sense that we don't hear about any of this shit in the movies.
No, that's fine. I can deal with that. Like there are times it works for sure. I mean, hell, Foundation does a good job, and of making things feel like it can have long impacts over time. But I just didn't know how to take that shit seriously, and now we have another one. We have another
Seven Kingdoms, right? What's it called?
Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Are there no true knights among you? Are there no true knights among you?
Is that a reference to something I've seen?
It's a meme that's been blasting around the short form TikToks and such.
Okay. I thought it was a Monty Python thing, and I was like, has it been too long since I saw Holy Grail?
Ooh.
Because it has been like a little while. I don't memorize every line in that movie.
I mean,
I memorized all the best lines in that movie, but not every single line.
What floats?
Well, witches don't, or no, witches float. Humans don't float.
Little tiny rocks. What's wrong with you? Go watch Holy Grail. Go watch
memorize
Holy Grail.
I remember fucking She Turned Me Into a Newt. I Got Better. I like from the same scene.
Yes, but listen,
it's been like a decade since I watched it. The fact that I remember anything from it is a testament to how good it is.
My family had gathered randomly the other day because I forget why. My uncle was doing something with my dad, but
okay.
He's in the bathroom, and like randomly, me and my dad start just quoting Holy Grail for like no reason, and my uncle starts yelling out the responses from the bathroom.
Yeah,
like just in the middle, and it's like nah. Holy Grail quotes extend beyond.
Criterion's got a new release of Life of Brian coming out in a couple months. I think I'm gonna have to get that.
I mean, that's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie, but like,
Life of Brian's probably my second favorite.
Yeah, I mean, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life is a banger.
Then again, I really do love Meaning of Life, like more than most people.
The little fishes.
Well, it is a boy or a girl. Well, I think it's a little early to start assigning roles, isn't it?
It ain't bad. I just can't think of many parts of Meaning of Life that really jump out at me, except the one part of Meaning of Life that matters.
Meaning of Life being a sketch compilation is part of it, but I don't know. Maybe I was just young enough when I saw it that I didn't care about that shit. But
the only part of that movie that I can nail on the head that I know is there is the man who chooses how he dies.
Oh, you don't remember Every Sperm is Sacred, or?
Okay, that's true, but...
Or like the bit after that song where the neighbors are like, what are they talking about? And he's like explaining what prophylactics are, and his wife is getting like turned on by his extremely technical description of prophylactics. And
that just felt like, okay, how much Flying Circus did you watch is the real question.
Well, that's the thing, is Meaning of Life feels more like a collection of Flying Circus bits, but it's still really fucking funny, so I don't care.
But so is Flying Circus. Doesn't make
I know.
a movie. It just makes it great.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been a while since I watched all of these. Maybe if I rewatched them with the benefit of being an adult, I'd be like, oh yeah, like that one is better. But
actually, and the fucking song from the Meaning of Life. Just remember that you're standing on a planet that is spinning. I'm not doing the numbers, but yeah.
Oh, yes, can we have your liver? Like the whole bit where they're just like cutting the motherfucker's liver out right there on the table, and
we gotta have a Monty Python night.
Oh my god, I love that. That's the whole series, the whole fucking franchise.
However, I'm gonna also go on record and say those guys should just admit they're into cross-dressing. No harm in it, but like, come on, guys.
Well, that's just British comedy in general. Like cross-dressing is one of the most central parts of British comedy.
Bro, Eric Idle's shoulders hurt from carrying British comedy on his back. Like, what do you mean?
That's true. Honestly, if we're talking like cross-dressing in sketch comedy, I think the closest thing to an American Monty Python is fucking YKUK.
I don't think there is such a thing as American Monty Python unless you start looking at like black sketch shows.
Oh, what I mean is in terms of how much cross-dressing they do.
I'm just saying, Key and Peele could give you a little bit.
Yeah, Key and Peele had plenty. And by the way, to be clear, we are not complaining about cross-dressing. It's fine, whatever. It's part of comedy.
I mean, okay, no, hold on. We're not complaining about its existence. I am going to go on the record and say that if it's not funny, it's just gratuitous.
Yeah, exactly.
At a
But
certain
we're
point,
not doing the like fucking, oh no, it's fucking woke bullshit. We're not doing that.
No, that's fine. I love the Lumberjack song. That's a great usage. Sometimes when you just walk out and it's like the three ladies in the boat wearing the dresses, it's like y'all just want to do that today. And that's
my
okay.
favorite part about the Lumberjack song is listening to his backup singers get increasingly confused as it goes on.
What now?
I try on women's clothing and
and
hang around
the
bars.
No, I'm going home.
Monty Python is one of many things my dad let me watch when I was way too fucking young to get any of the jokes in it.
Too young? No. The right age.
Well, Holy Grail has some joke about oral sex, and my mom was like, "Oh, jeez," when like little 6-year-old me was watching it.
Oh, so she didn't see the part with Lancelot, I'm guessing.
Well, she had, but it had been so long since she'd watched it.
You must thank me. You must thank all of us.
Well, it's the same scene. Like, the spanking thing is suggestive, but then she gets... After the spanking, it's time for the oral sex, or something like that. And my mom is like, oh... like she'd forgotten that line. But...
Yeah, I mean... was there... what was her name? Ruth?
I think so.
They all had the same name. I forget.
Or like Austin Powers, fucking, I saw those a million times from age like 5 onward. And there's tons of jokes in there I didn't get.
It's very American that your mom was like, ooh, she mentioned oral sex. I mean, granted, I saw that dude get every single one of his limbs chopped off earlier. That was fun. But like,
well, yeah, but that was, well, first of all, I think she just walked past and didn't know that scene had come up yet. And
I'm just saying Americans do not give a fuck about limbs. But if you bring up,
well, yeah,
sex,
I mean, to be fair, the Black Knight thing is so comedic and not particularly graphic. And like, I'd seen Star Wars already. I was no stranger to limbs getting chopped off with swords.
Yeah, but those are automatically cauterized and don't have the blood.
Well, yeah, but again, it being comedic is like, that's part of it.
I suppose.
Like, that's part of why Kill Bill like didn't get an NC-17 rating, was because the blood was so extreme that it's not graphic anymore.
Why didn't I just hear something about Kill Bill?
Well, there's a new the combined release of the two is out, I guess, or it was out a few months ago.
I thought there was something else.
Yeah, because, well, they, like, years ago at the film festival, they premiered it's called The Whole Bloody Affair.
Yeah.
They premiered it at, like, a film festival, and I guess now they finally were like, yeah, there's enough demand for a wide release of it.
I'm not going to lie, guys. This is one of those times where Black Flags had me forgetting how you land lovers suffer. Because what the fuck?
Yeah, I could have tracked down The Whole Bloody Affair. I just simply was like, yeah, but I already have the two movies.
I mean, fair.
Because it's literally just them stapled together without the black and white intro to two. Because you don't need to summarize the last movie when you just watched it 10 minutes ago.
I don't know. Our audiences are pretty fucking dumb.
That is true. If you're a Netflix original watcher, you might need that summary. But anyway, in general, you're not supposed to... Because, like, when the second one came out, it had been a year, so they needed to remind you of what happened.
What did Netflix originals do to you that has you so peeved today?
Other than sucking, like, just a couple days ago, there was the big news story about Matt Damon saying, like, yeah, they just tell us fucking verbally reiterate the plot 4 times so that people on their phones get it.
Matt Damon.
I do that every single time his name comes up.
Matt Damon.
He also, I mean, there were other revelations in there, but the two big ones were that and him saying that, you know, like, because he's been doing action movies for a while. He's like, the way it used to be was you had, like, a few set pieces, you know, 1 or 2 in the first act, 1 or 2 in the second, 1 or 2 in the third. Netflix now is saying shit like, oh, that big giant set piece you had planned for the end, put that in the first 5 minutes to make sure people actually keep watching. And none of this is unique to Netflix's original movies. It's just Netflix makes the most of them because Amazon Prime's original movies fucking suffer from this too. What?
Talking about Amazon Prime originals?
Oh, you're pointing on the wrong side of the screen. But yeah.
Well, I can see it here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what is it here?
Yes, there you go. Did you watch that movie Heads of State?
No, but it sounds like a porn.
It's about it's an action movie where the American president and the British prime minister have to team up to like save the day.
Ew.
Yeah, and it stars John Cena as the president and Idris Elba as the UK prime minister.
Slightly less ew, but still ew.
Well, that was so I heard what it was and I was like, whatever. But then they were like directed by, I forget his name. Hang on. His name, he's Russian. It's Ilya something.
Cheese dice.
Nice. Hardcore Henry. This is how I'm finding this director's name. Here it is, Ilya Naishuller. Yeah, so Ilya Naishuller is the director who did Hardcore Henry and Nobody. And this movie, Heads of State, was his third movie. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll watch it if he did it.
Is it violent?
It's rated R.
But is it violent?
It's more violent than the average Amazon original action movie, but it's nowhere near as violent as his other two movies.
Okay, just because those other two movies are so great. Like, the violence is peak. Bro, if I can see Bob Odenkirk just fucking dudes up with a pencil for the rest of my life, everything would be...
Yeah. Speaking of, Nobody 2 also came out this past summer, and I saw it. It was okay. It wasn't as good as the first, but it had some cool kills.
I haven't gotten around to it. I'm sure it's fine, but like...
It was alright.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't run out and buy the disc of it like I did of the first, but it's okay.
I mean, but that first one was just different. It was just different.
Yeah. So when I heard this Amazon Prime movie was directed by Ilya Naishuller, I was like, oh, okay, then I'm actually going to watch it. So I did. And it's all right. It's got a few cool things in it, but it's very, very clear that Amazon was restricting what he was allowed to do with it.
In what way?
It was just it wasn't a bad movie at all. It was just a much more generic action movie. It didn't have as much crazy gore and kills. It didn't have as many nude scenes or cool little character quirks or
lame.
Like I said though, it was fine. Especially for a streaming original that I'm gonna watch for free. It was okay. It had a little Jack Quaid cameo as a agent of some kind, the guy who's in charge of the safe house, I guess.
Remember, folks, if you're Jack Quaid, you're not a Nepo baby. It's just an acting dynasty. We don't have that anymore. But remember, to be a Nepo baby, you have to actually not have skills.
Yeah, when I say Nepo baby, I'm implying that you're only there because of your last name. Scott Eastwood.
No, listen, I completely Willow Smith sent. I understand. I completely understand.
Wait, Will Smith who?
Oh, Willow Smith, excuse me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, listen, Jaden, I am pro Jaden. I'm unpopular for it. I'm pro Jaden. He tries his best. It is absolutely hilarious sometimes. Everyone go watch Neo Yokio on Netflix. It's Jaden Smith's anime.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
You don't even deserve this big Toblerone. There's just a giant Toblerone. So okay.
Yeah, I mean, I make fun of Scott Eastwood a lot. He's not a bad actor. It's just that he would not have gotten the starring role or a starring role in Pacific Rim 2 if his last name wasn't Eastwood. Also, his last name isn't actually Eastwood. He changed it when he got into Hollywood, but he was not Clint Eastwood is not on his fucking birth certificate.
Is Clint Eastwood his father?
Yes, but like there was no formal acknowledgement of that until he was like an adult or close to it.
See,
he actually
really
does have a
in
little tiny role in Gran Torino.
But you got me in a tough position here, because, okay, if my dad ain't giving me shit, but he's Clint Eastwood, I got a free acting career, buddy. That's what I get. Mom,
yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
You ain't do shit for Mom, I'm taking this acting career, buddy.
And to be clear, I don't know for sure that Clint Eastwood was a complete fucking deadbeat father. I just know that he wasn't like, he didn't like live with him, you know?
You just know he's Clint Eastwood also.
Yeah. But you remember the white gangbanger that Clint Eastwood gives a bunch of shit to in Gran Torino?
One, yes, but two, can I just point out the phrase white gangbanger holds interesting sounds to it?
Well, the reason I said that is because there's multiple scenes in that movie of him accosting gangbangers, but there's only one where it's a white guy and it's like the boyfriend and everything.
I know. I'm just saying it sounds fun. That's
also, it's the only one where he accosts one at a time, because the other scene, it's like three guys. Anyway, the white one, the one who is like trying to look like a stereotypical 2000s rapper, even though he's like the whitest cracker of all time, that is Scott Eastwood. So early that his name is not credited as Scott Eastwood in the credits. It's credited under whatever his real last name is.
So you said a stereotypical like 2000s rapper, but he's white?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is the most famous rapper.
No, okay, Eminem has a look. This guy does not have a look. He has other people's looks.
So are you saying he was kind of under pressure there?
Yeah, actually.
So, you know, like it maybe wasn't cool for him, you know?
Yeah, I know, Vanilla Ice. He doesn't look like Vanilla Ice either.
So, are you saying that he resembles the great President Abraham?
I'm saying he resembles the rapper costume you buy from Spirit Halloween.
Oh, he's dressed like Soulja Boy.
I guess, yeah. Obviously, he's not...
we could skip the bullshit. He's got a hat. He's got a do-rag under the hat. He's got a shirt that's 3 sizes too big. I
don't think he had the do-rag, but otherwise, yes, you're describing Soulja Boy.
Yeah, it's Soulja Boy. Like, that's Soulja Boy. That's okay.
Yeah. But I don't remember what Soulja Boy looks like because last time he was relevant, I was like 9 years old.
You don't know what you're talking about. Soulja Boy is always relevant.
Bro, I grew up on fucking Black Sabbath and shit, all right? Like, I didn't fucking listen to Soulja Boy as a child. I grew up...
First of all, I like how you act like those things are independent. Because, so, okay, I got you. Do you want to know how Black Sabbath and Soulja Boy are related?
They're both very popular musicians that have persevered long after their heyday.
Well, Soulja Boy is really a big fan of Tim's.
Yeah.
So fairies wear boots.
Aha!
Sorry, it was the best I got.
I saw it, I tell you no lies. I love that song.
You gotta believe me.
You know that among other things, that song was designed to insult skinheads, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Wait, you're telling me the people who had a bunch of punks show up and like have to explain the difference between the punks and the punks didn't like skinheads?
Oh, true. Yeah.
What? Always remember, kids, punks are cool, but also punks are not.
Yeah, that's the problem with the term skinhead, is that the actual racists appropriated that term from an existing non-racist subculture that still very much exists.
And ironically, the existing subculture we're the cool kind of punks, kids.
Yeah, that's why, like, sometimes...
the most circling fighting, yeah.
Like, there are guys who will proudly self-identify as a skinhead, but then if a guy with a swastika on his arm walks in, they will actually stab him to death.
But to be very clear, they need to be British. If you're in America and you're playing this game, no, you don't have skinhead culture here like that. We're not doing this.
Yeah, it is
very much a London thing.
Then there's also, like, I know that there's in some places having red laces on your boots is a signifier, and then in some places it's not. Like,
well, I knew a motherfucker who used to wear yellow laces, which meant he would try to find anyone who wore red laces and have a fun time.
This is on my mind because just yesterday.
I wonder what that guy's doing.
Which, by the way, how's everyone doing with the fucking weather? I should have asked that at the beginning. Make sure you're not all dead from fucking hypothermia.
You see this melanin? Same for me, Chief.
Well, yeah, I meant like the audience, but...
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I don't matter.
Well, yeah, I'm talking to you, motherfucker. I know you're alive.
What if you're just really having a very complicated trip?
Then I've got bigger problems than the snow. Anyway.
What if I'm the first ghost from A Christmas Carol?
So there was a ton of snow outside. I know, right?
No, do you get it?
And I had to actually... Yeah.
I'm rattling the chains.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. Oh.
So, for the first time in like 3 fucking years, there was actually enough snow. I had to go shovel it because I rarely get snow where I am. Because I'm close to... Well, I have a shovel. We used to live in Framingham, dude. We got tons of fucking snow there. We're well equipped with snow shovels.
True. Okay, fair. Do y'all have a roller or like just a shovel?
Yeah, we got like the full industrial size snowblower and everything.
Well, that's what I wanted to check here.
So my dad was handling the fucking driveways and everything. So I go out. He didn't even ask for help, but I was like, I can't fucking make him do this alone. So I go out and I carve a path on the deck for the dog to run down the stairs. Whatever. The point is that it meant for the first time in several years I had to break out my snow boots. And the laces on them that came with the boots when I bought them 11 years ago finally snapped.
Bro, I do not wear snow boots. I just wear my sneakers when I shovel.
Well, normally I do too, but there was actually enough snow that I needed the boots.
Oh, no. I mean, like, there is a way I do this. I open the door and I shovel that. And then I shovel down the stairs and I make a plot where I won't step in snow. And from there, I just expand. There is way too much snow for me. No, we got feet and feet and feet here, but I don't want to wear boots because
That's fair.
I just don't sensory like it.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I fucking hate when my shirt has a tag. But we all got our things.
Yeah, my I don't know. Listen, I don't like my ankles being held unless she takes me out for dinner first. Like,
true. The boots I have, they're just like Tim's or whatever, or like probably a generic one based on how little I paid for them.
Okay.
I didn't even buy them for snow. I bought them for a Punisher cosplay I did at Comic-Con.
That's fire. Oh, by the way, I have an interesting cosplay sweatshirt coming in.
Nice.
I'm not sure when I'll be able to show the folks because it was a pre-order, but your boy got something fun.
Nice.
Guess what it is?
Is it from anime?
Yes.
Is it a Naruto jacket?
It's from a movie.
Okay. Is it Akira? Is it the fucking pill jacket?
It is not Akira related at all.
Is it from Evangelion?
No.
Is it from Cowboy Bebop?
No, dude. It's from a movie. What are you doing?
Well, those things all had movies.
True, but you're not going to where the best anime movies live.
I've seen so few anime movies.
When in doubt.
Oh, is that Pokemon? I can't actually see what it is.
Oh, this is Spirited Away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have not seen enough Studio Ghibli movies.
Yeah, that's just a mistake. Like, there's no way around that.
It's not that I forget their anime, but they're so specific and so artistically done. I kind of put them in their own category separate from anime.
While I completely understand what you mean by that, I think I at least always consider them one of the reasons you can't give up on anime. Doesn't matter.
I agree.
How many weird dudes with their no, she's actually 1,000-year-old witch that I end up having to wade through. Sometimes I get true art.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like how, like, if you said, like, Into the Spider-Verse, if you called it a cartoon, like, well, yeah, you're technically right, but it's so distinctive that I think of it separately.
Well, I mean, I think when people call shit cartoons, you know it, like it's, they're trying to say something else.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, Spirited Away is anime. It's just, it's such a distinctive style. Like, I think of them not as anime, I think of them as Ghibli movies.
So I got a fucking no face, full zip.
Nice. That's awesome.
And, like, it's got, like, a kangaroo pocket. So I'm about to be, like, walking around the convention handing out 3D printed pieces of gold to people and shit.
Nice.
It's going to be great. Oh, yeah.
By the way, the whole reason I brought up the story about my snow boots was because when I went to order new laces for them today, I was taking note of which color to get so that I don't accidentally send a message.
I mean, just get fucking yellow laces.
Well, I just got black because I wanted them to be usable for Punisher if I ever decide to do the cosplay again.
I don't think I've ever seen you doing a cosplay.
Yeah, I used to do them all the time back. Like, I stopped going to Comic-Con because of the vid, but before then, I used to. I mean, they were always low budget cosplays, but
Now, folks,
they were always ones I could make out of normal ass clothes.
once a video of ours gets 1,000 likes, me and Larry are both going to do corresponding cosplays. He's going to do one from Skyrim, and I'm going to do one from Fallout. Can you guess what character?
I'm not being the fucking troll just because I'm tall with a fat gut.
They're not trolls, they're giants.
Whatever they are.
Sorry. Dovahkiin, listen.
Hang on, I'm trying to find one of my cosplay photos because I took, like, I never took a ton of pictures there, but do I have one of these where I don't have friends in it who might not want to be shown on the show?
Can you just, like, crop?
Yeah, let's see. Hang on. I mean, I can. I just, like, it's annoying to do live on the air. Oh, here's one.
Well, that's the fun of it, ain't it? Like, we're a live show, folks.
So there's me as Casey Jones from, I think that was 2019, was that Comic-Con.
Okay.
You can't see, but I do actually have bats and golf clubs and shit in my golf bag behind me.
Dude, can I just point out, you got way more muscular over the years. Good for you.
Well, it's more fat than muscle, but also, this is deceptive. My arms aren't actually as skinny as they look here because you're only seeing them from one angle. They're slightly less skinny.
How's that self-hatred feel? How's that
I don't know.
ability to take a compliment going for you?
Hang on. Oh, I actually have one here with Mike Lawrence, the comedian. We saw him live and got to meet him afterwards. Really wearing the eye patch properly, but that's Nick Plissken.
Your hair makes you look like a fucking 80s metal like.
Well, I grew it out for this cosplay because I'm Snake Plissken from Escape from New York, who has early 80s metal hair. So I let it grow longer than it normally does.
Bro, you look like an extra in Stranger Things.
Well, I was based on the same era, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not like a bad thing. It's like, no, like it fits.
Hang on, I have a few more in here. Somewhere along the way, my phone got fucked up, and I had to like re-download all my shit from Drive, and as a result, all my photos are in random order. But
one of these days, I'll have to set up some of my cosplay photos, but I gotta make sure that they're
here it is.
Stream, we'll say.
Here is a friend of mine, and I with Judah Friedlander.
Your boys really got the vibe down. I like it.
Yeah, well, yeah, Matrix. He loves the fucking Matrix movies. He's half the reason I rewatched them because I was like, all right, this guy is too smart to have a bad opinion on movies like this.
Like he can't be that bad if he likes them this much.
Well, I saw them when I was a kid and I liked them well enough. I just got sick of them through fucking oversaturation. But this friend's name is Alex. He fucking he told me about how good they were so many times that after like 15 years of knowing him and listening to that, I was finally like, all right, I'll give them another shot. There must be something I missed. And there was. They were pretty good.
I really like the culmination between the TV guy and the Oracle.
Oh, yeah. I need to talk about that. Why does everyone pretend the architect's speech doesn't make sense? It makes perfect fucking sense.
What do they think doesn't make sense?
That like there's for decades there have been jokes about like his speech explaining the Matrix and shit. Oh, it's convoluted. Oh, it's needlessly complicated. Oh, that doesn't really make sense. Oh, that part doesn't really make sense. And I'm like, well, yeah, he talks fast and uses some big words, so you do have to like listen sort of closely. But as long as you do, it makes sense.
I don't know if I'm right, but I'll give you my take.
Okay.
Western audience.
Yeah, true.
I know, like, I genuinely think the problem is okay because his whole speech is like, I'm gonna run through this really quickly, folks. There's been a chosen one like 5 fucking times before. I think he might be number 7. I don't fucking know. It doesn't really matter.
He's number 6, which I only remember because of the memes.
Yeah. He's number 6. All right, cool. Doesn't really matter what number you are, but here's the deal. Every time, like, we made the Matrix, eventually one of you fuckers gets good.
Yeah.
And he pops out. I end up having to have a conversation with him. I slap the shit out of him. And I tell him, you got 2 options, bud. Every time, he takes door A. So I've just done this a couple times. So now we're on option 6, or we're on sixth rotation. You thought Keanu Reeves was like the others. He's not. He hears this speech about how this has happened 5 times and considers something the others hadn't. What if I just didn't want this to happen again?
Yeah.
The whole point was he wanted to actively stop the cycle. So this is where it gets a little annoying.
By the way, before you go on there, the reason I know that so specifically is because the other day I saw a tweet. You know how they're releasing all the little mini promos for the next Avengers movie?
I'm staying far away.
Yeah, that's fair. So they're releasing little like 1-minute teasers for certain characters for the Avengers.
Have I seen anything with Doom with a mask off?
They haven't included Doom in the teasers at all. In fact,
I just do not like bro. If fucking Doom shows up with his mask off, I'm so fucking mad.
Yeah. I'll give them credit. The teasers have not shown Doom at all. Each one is like a minute, and it's focused on like a specific character or group from past Avengers movies. So they did one like a little minute teaser about Thor. They did one about Captain America.
Are you expecting them to do the really tongue-in-cheek thing where like they play an MF Doom song and it's like a dude inside a college room?
I wouldn't be shocked. I really
feel in my heart of hearts it's gonna happen.
But the reason I thought of it was because they did one for the X-Men, specifically the old Fox X-Men, like, you know, Hugh Jackman and those guys. Yeah, and somebody quote tweets the trailer and just has the picture of the architect, and they write, "This will be the 6th time we have killed off the Fox-era X-Men, and we have become exceedingly efficient at it." Here's a better one of me as Snake Plissken with some guy I met who. Oh yeah, because he's dressed as Snake, so he was like, "Yo, you're another Snake. Let's take a picture."
Yeah, it's Snake. I get it.
Yeah, I don't remember that guy's name. I don't know if he's alive still.
For you video game nerds who aren't movie nerds out there, Snake, the video game character, is based on Snake Plissken.
He literally uses Plissken as an alias at one point.
But a lot of video game people I know just don't understand the translation on
that. This is actually me with John Cassidy, he just died recently. He was a comic book artist. He drew the poster behind me there. In fact, I have this comic that this is from. I have this one signed by him over on my shelf somewhere. He was a very nice guy. I was really sad to hear that he died.
Oh, okay.
He had cancer or something. It was a real shame because he chatted with me for 10 fucking minutes before taking this picture.
Okay. Have I ever told you about the time I went to I usually go to anime conventions.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the price models of normal conventions. It just seems weirder to me. I don't know. But have I ever told you about the time I saw Puffy Amiyumi?
Yes. Oh, also, you might recognize this woman that I'm with here. Because it says her name in the background.
I like this photo a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have done more with your eyes, but...
Well, I took it in a second because my friend who was obsessed with her had spent an hour talking to her, and I didn't want to take up any more of her time, so I was like...
Oh, fair.
I'm sorry, real quick. Thank you.
It was one of those. Okay. So, have I told this story on stream, to be clear?
I don't think so, so go ahead while I search for the other photo I'm looking for.
I have never met a person the way that Larry has, but I have seen some hilarious fucking meetings of people. Now, for those of you who don't know the name Puffy Amiyumi, you remember Teen Titans? Theme song.
When there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans.
And if you'll remember, weirdly, they would just switch off, where sometimes that show would just have the Japanese version of the song. I always fucked with that. I thought that was hard.
You know why they changed it for certain episodes, right?
I mean, what do you mean by that? Because they speak Japanese, that's their first language. So I imagine.
What they did, there's one exception to this, but generally what they did, if the intro was in Japanese, it was a more comedic episode, and if the intro was in English, it was a more serious episode.
True. Okay. Yeah. Okay. True. This makes sense. You might also know them from their very comedic TV show, Hi Puffy Amiyumi Show.
Oh yeah, I saw a bit of that when I was a kid.
Really weird that it exists. I was a fan of it. I like that chibi style. It's pretty much Teen Titans, that and Panty Stocking and Garter Belt are the only ones that use that very specific art style. But
by the way, I cropped everyone else out, but this is me as Jesse Custer from Preacher.
That's you kissing a dog.
What do you mean? Oh, not there.
I know, I'm being silly. But yeah, no, it's very, it's good. I think I just hate when people do fucking priest cosplays because it never, except when Mexicans do it because then they look badass.
So I had the in fact, I still have it. It's still my main lighter I use. I had the fuck communism lighter in my pocket, and I'd pull it out for photos sometimes. And I thought about getting the red contact. You know how in the comics his eyes turn red when he uses the word?
Yes.
I thought about getting the red contacts to make it more obvious who I was, but they were literally $70 per lens. And I was like, fuck you, I'm not paying that shit.
Absolutely not.
If I wanted them in my prescription, that is, which I need, because without my lenses, I basically need a dog and a stick.
for a brief moment when I was a kid, I thought about getting Sharingan got contacts, and I realized I actually want to have a social life. So
those were one of many available on the website because they had both regular colors and like novelty ones.
But also, I'm not an Uchig. So
yeah, if they hadn't been so expensive, and I even thought about putting an eye patch on like he has in the comics and only having one, but that still would have been like $60 fucking.
That's a lot.
And again, that's if I wanted it with no prescription. If I wanted my prescription, it was an additional like 15 on there per lens.
I mean, I'm sure I could justify other ways you could use them, but
yeah, I know. It was just like this was 2017. I was in college. I had no fucking money. Like that was a waste.
Sure, all I'm saying is just like imagine I can take you into like random churches and just be like, let the power compel you, and just like he is risen, he is Lord. But
here's the one I was sorry, you can keep talking as I show you, but this is the one I wanted to show you most. That's me on way off to the side so that I trim my friend out. That's me as Tommy Wiseau.
You know, somehow that's still better framing than Tommy Wiseau would do.
I wore that, and the friend I was talking about dressed as Mark. He had like the shitty spray and blonde hair dye and everything. And I brought a football. And whenever I didn't do this all the time because I didn't want to get in people's way, but if there was like a hole in the convention floor where we wouldn't be bothering anyone, we would play catch in the middle.
Oh my god, that's insane.
And I already can't throw a football for shit. And I was doing it even worse than normal on purpose because that's how he does it in the movie.
You can't convince me that he's not human, bro.
There's an entire documentary full of spoons that's all about trying to figure out where the fuck he's from. And it was completed and screened at a couple film festivals way back in 2016. But then Tommy didn't like that a documentary depicting him as a lunatic was being made. So he's been tying them up in court for like a decade.
I'm sorry, it's called what now?
Room Full of Spoons.
Hold on, let's see here.
I think that they finally won the case, but it was recently enough that they haven't secured release for the movie yet.
I mean, bro, release is always available regardless. That's the magic.
Well, what I don't mean that like released on streaming. I mean they literally were not allowed to release it at all.
Not a room full of nothing.
No. Like, basically, unless you happened to be at the one or two film festivals where they played it before Tommy sent the cease and desist, then you haven't seen it.
I don't believe in that, bro. How many cease and desists have Nintendo sent to people?
Well, tons, but the thing is that it's way easier for one particular person to claim copyright infringement. Well, maybe not easier, but it's certainly he has a much stronger case. Yes, that is objectively my movie.
Fair.
But anyway, my point is, like, they literally did a feature-length doc trying to figure out what the fuck this guy's origin is.
And the conclusion was...
I haven't seen it. I just read what was on Wikipedia. They seem to have concluded, like, that he hails from a particular part of Poland. If it was... I forget where. Let me find out.
Dude took the walk to Poland. Like, what the hell? I don't...
Well, he did finally, after like 20 years of denying it, admit in an interview that he did grow up in Europe.
I don't want to be obtuse, but like, no shit.
Well, yeah, but for like 20 years, he claimed he was from New Orleans.
Well, okay, I'll go on the record and say he sounds like a Nazi.
Well,
I don't mean that in like the weird modern way. I mean like it sounds like some paperclip ass, like a literal Nazi. That sounds insane.
If he weren't way too young for that, I would buy into that theory.
What, can he be the kid of a Nazi? Like, doesn't that kind of justify that?
Well, I mean, he could be, but why would? Oh, like some Nazis fled to Poland, of course.
They fled everywhere. If you flee to where your victims are at, you can claim you came from like the wrecks, and no one questions it.
So their conclusion was that he is originally from the city of Poznan, which is somewhere in Poland.
Okay. Huh.
Anyway, like I think the first place he lived in the U.S. was New Orleans, so he has claimed for years to be from New Orleans.
Absolutely not, buddy.
Well, yeah, in some fairly recent interview, he did finally admit, like, yeah, so I grew up in Europe, and then I moved to New Orleans. Like, all right.
I mean, that's so deceptive.
Frankly, I don't think he is from Earth.
I mean, if we've ever seen an alien living amongst us, it would probably be that motherfucker.
Dude, he fucking
well, I'm telling you, like Zuck, but like that's.
I know you know this, but not everyone in the audience does. The room had a budget of like $5 million, entirely self-financed by Tommy, and to this day, we have no fucking clue what he did to get the money.
The money comes from nowhere. He comes from nowhere. The movie just pops into existence, and it fucking feels like aliens made it. Like, if we live in a simulation, Tommy Wiseau is like a player avatar from like a god from the fourth fucking dimension. Because what the hell?
Here we go. I'm reading about Tommy right here. So first of all, as you probably guessed, Wiseau is not his real last name. His real last name is that shit that I cannot pronounce.
Hold on. I can do it, but my stutter. Hold a second. Weeksakevich.
I think you're right. So
only because I knew a dude with a very similar name growing up.
Yeah, so here, background. He's very secretive about his early life. In various interviews, he's claimed to have lived in France a long time ago, grown up in New Orleans, and described having an entire family in Chalmette, Louisiana. In a 2010 interview, he gave an age which would indicate he was born in 68 or 9, but his friend Greg Sestero claims in his memoir, The Disaster Artist, that his brother's girlfriend obtained copies of Wiseau's immigration papers and found he was born in the mid to late 50s in an Eastern Bloc country, which they concluded in Roomful of Spoons that country and year were respectively Poland and 1955. Wiseau confirmed publicly for the first time in November of 2017 that he's originally from Europe.
See, it's very interesting to note that his insistence on being American very clearly indicates some Cold War trauma. Just gonna be clear about that.
That is fair.
Like he's insisting for a reason, and it's clear he's starting to realize it's a little different now.
So Tommy, I think it's Tommy's claim. So according to Greg Sestero, Wiseau claims to have worked a variety of jobs in the Bay Area, including restaurant busboy, hospital worker, and ran a business called Street Fashions USA. He then claims to have eventually purchased and rented out large retail spaces in and around San Francisco and LA, making him independently wealthy.
I feel like you're skipping over the important note of the organized crime connection.
True.
I feel like that's the most important thing to note there.
A 1994 article in the San Francisco Examiner identifies Wiseau as the owner of Street Fashions.
Here's the real question. Organized crime from America, or is Wiseau Yo, bro. What if he's just like Furiosa's attempt to get into Hollywood?
Fucking maybe, dude. I don't know.
Like, he might be. It fits. Furiosa head ass. Like,
Sestero suggests on several occasions that many people involved with the creation of The Room believed the film to be part of a money laundering scheme for organized crime, but Sestero himself considers it unlikely.
I'm not gonna lie, isn't that what I said drunk as fuck in your room that one time where I was like, this is not a real movie.
Yeah.
I've seen money laundering before, and this is it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
This isn't real. Like,
so I guess he got the name Wiseau, because that, of course, means bird. He got the nickname the Birdman because he was a street vendor selling bird toys. And so
this is, bro, if you read history, this is like too artificially crafted. This is clean. This is not. This is a self-made narrative of what his life is.
Yeah, Sestero literally in the book describes him as having told fantastical, sad, and self-contradictory stories.
I mean, I would assume he's a narcissist. He's clearly a liar.
There's something in here that even Sestero says he can't bring himself to believe. Oh, it's about his money. He is skeptical of Tommy getting as much money as he did from what he claims he got it from.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And the organized crime thing makes a lot of sense to me.
Did you ever watch that show Symbionic Titan on Cartoon Network?
Make it, shake it, booty, quake it, roll it around.
Don't remind me of that scene.
Make it, shake it, booty, quake it, roll
yeah, I know.
Around.
Okay. Aside from the underage girl doing a lap dance in that one episode.
Just see, because that's a thing. That's a thing.
So she does do it for an underage boy, so it's not quite the same thing, but it is still fucking weird.
I think it's weird that she had like juicy pants on, and then they made a fake song where it's just make it, shake it, booty, quake it.
Anyway, that show is fucking great. Otherwise, it was one of my favorite cartoons.
Oh, other than that, it was so peak.
Well, that scene happens like 17 episodes into a show that only ran 20 episodes, so I had a lot of time to get attached.
No, listen, you're so right. I was a kid at the time. I loved it. I just, as an adult, I need to point out this was a thing.
Yeah. Anyway. I think it was the second episode, because the first episode's all about how they get there.
So
in
to
the
be
second
clear,
episode,
for those who don't remember, pretty much 3 aliens come to Earth. One's a princess, one's a knight, one's a robot.
Yeah. So the robot, Octus, can kind of just make shit. Like small items he can just kind of generate out of his fucking body through sci-fi bullshit.
Yada yada, carbon replicator, whatever. I don't know.
Something, yeah. So in the second episode, he can change his form too. So he takes the form of like a suburban middle-aged dad looking for a house for him and his kids, meaning the other 2 aliens.
Yes.
And they like the house, and the guy goes like, "All right, you need me to draft you up a mortgage plan or whatever," and then he, with his hands behind his back, just spontaneously generates a stack of like 500K or whatever and says, "We're going to pay in cash, actually." So I think Tommy is Octus. I think he fucking came to Earth and he like generated money and filled a bank account with it. It would explain why his grasp of human concepts is so odd.
See, yes, but at the same time, he's so enthusiastic, I almost just want to believe he is.
I do too.
He's like the first hologram. He's like the first like artificial man. He's he's fucking Connor Kent. Like,
he really is. Like, there's a million things from The Room that are fucking Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs, but like there's the scene.
No, I'm gonna throw out there. Why the fuck does that child run in that house and then run through their house and then run to that room?
Good question.
That child was so comfortable in random people's homes, and I don't That part is always stuck in my head because
So-
he was so ready.
In the movie adaptation of Disaster Artist, they actually acknowledge this one when the cast screening happens, where there's the scene where Tommy, looking as fucking weird as he always does, walks into the flower shop and the lady's like, "Oh, hey there, I didn't recognize you." And Seth Rogen, I think, just mutters, "Who the fuck doesn't recognize this guy?" Like, Tommy, just his look and his fashion sense and everything, the man does not disappear into a crowd.
Listen, as a person with an afro, I understand. Some people just aren't recognizable. Yep, you. Do you remember that time?
Well, it was me who saw you, but yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, no.
So
Guys.
the way my college worked was that rather than do a last semester of classes, you do a full-time internship at like wherever. So I was doing mine in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and
I
it
was
was
in Brookline buying weed.
Yeah, it was Sunday, and like Sunday afternoon, and I was driving a market basket to fucking get groceries like I did every Sunday. And I'm just like stuck in traffic going slow, and I look, and there's fucking Nick wearing a purple shirt and a backpack just casually walking down the sidewalk. The guy I, at this point, haven't seen in a few months because I'm nowhere near the college we both went to. And I'm like, is that fucking Nick?
So I get a text. Are you in Brookline right now?
Yeah, like I obviously I parked first.
Where are you? What's happening?
Yeah, I think I even said, "Are you walking on the sidewalk wearing a purple shirt and a backpack?" I think I just drove past you.
Did. No, you were like very specific. And I'm like, I'm gonna get shot. I'm about to be. This is terrible. What the fuck? What's happening?
Well, it wasn't from an anonymous number. It was me.
Okay. See, that's one. I once went on a vacation with my family to Disney World. Now, tell me why I see my classmate from my class at Disney World.
Oh my god, isn't that fucking surreal?
No, I need you to think about the odds of this because I looked into this. Millions of people go to this park a day.
Yeah.
The odds of seeing someone from my literal class are beyond. And you might be thinking to yourself, "No, Nick, you're tripping." I double checked. I asked that motherfucker when I got back. I was like, "All right, did you go to Disney?" He's like, "How'd you know that?" I was like, I didn't. I just guessed. I don't know. Anyways, I gotta go.
I actually got a text from one of my friends once saying, like, because I'd said, "Oh, I'm busy, I can't go to that thing," and then he's like, "You lied. I see you here. You're wearing red shoes," and I'm like, "I'm at Trader Joe's, dude." And then I look down, and I also wasn't wearing red shoes. I'm like, so either I have a doppelganger or you're hallucinating.
Let's hope the doppelganger. Yeah, no, it's just when you specifically tell me what I'm wearing too, and it's like, I see you on that sidewalk wearing that purple shirt and that backpack. Yeah.
Well, that one was funny because I literally don't even own any red shoes, and he was like insisting that it was me.
Dude's just wearing some bloodies, like.
Yeah.
So, to rewind a bit.
Okay.
I'm at a convention, and I see Puffy Amiyumi, and I'm excited. So I go to the panel where they have the fun meet and greet. Now, just a timeline check. We saw Teen Titans when we were like tiny tots, right?
I mean, I didn't watch it in full till later, but yeah, it came out when we were like 6, so I started watching it here and there then.
Okay. Now, like, how old would you assume that band was when making that theme song for the show that came out when we were 6?
I would have guessed early 20s.
Yeah, not just like a fair guess, just like a gun at the wall, you know. And so I want to say it was 2012 when I went to this convention. So even now, it was a while ago, but it had been pretty much like 20 years since that show came out. So like, they're probably about 45, the members of this band. Just thinking it through for a second here.
It would have only been 10 years, but yeah.
Oh, okay, 35, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, here's where it gets really fun. So I go to this Q&A thing, and I'm just sitting, watching, enjoying random panel shit, as one does at a convention. And one person gets up there. Now, I don't mean to judge, but do you ever see a person you're like, you're gonna be interesting. I don't know what's gonna happen, but this is gonna be interesting.
I won't say his name, but that guy I've told you about that we went to school with, he was one of them.
Exactly. No, like you can just feel the aura radiating off these people. And so this guy walks up and his question goes, so do you two have boyfriends? And like he rubs his shoulders together as he's doing it, he's ooh wooing it. Now, granted, this is about a 25 to 30-year-old large man, approximately 350.
Oh no!
Fucking dark as Idris Elba, hair grown out like he's Usopp from One Piece, and
okay.
And he's just like, "Do you guys have boyfriends?" No. I'm not ashamed to say, but I am a little embarrassed. The entire room just lights up laughing at boy.
Oh,
whole room.
That's kind of mean, but I get it. Trust me.
No, see, that's the thing is we all understood. We're trying, but wait, what? It's like I want to be clear. The two. Ami and Yumi look at each other. One of them speaks a little better English than the other, laughs and covers her mouth immediately. Then they both talk to the translator for a second. And because they're like, no, we have to have bad English right now. This has to be a cultural thing. Hold on, what is he asking me? Is he asking me about dating someone? Is he talking about, is there a term that we don't know? What does he mean? And you can see he's like, no, he asked you if you're dating anyone.
For the record, the cartoon had an English dub with different actors, right?
You're talking about Puffy Amiyumi?
Yeah.
No, I want to say they did both.
Okay, because I feel like I remember the characters in it speaking fluent English with American accents, but that could just be my
yes,
memory.
no, that had different. They only did some of the work for that.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, I misunderstood. They weren't the full voice actors. They did parts.
Yeah, okay.
Because they speak decent English, to be clear, but not
Yeah, but I meant American accented English.
Oh yeah, no, they don't do that. They are Japanese, super Japanese people.
Makes sense.
So the translator goes, no, are you dating anyone? Now both of these people light up.
Okay.
And now the room has tried to stifle its laughter because, like you said, you should kind of feel bad. Let's not be mean. But now we're all laughing.
Yeah.
And it's bad. And it's really bad. And then they try quiet, they quiet everyone down. And one of them's like, okay, we have families. We have kids. And the whole room's just trying to not have a moment here. And he's like, what? And they're like, we are grown.
Yeah, I mean, they would be 35, so yeah, them having families and kids is fairly likely.
Yeah, no, they're like, we have families. Whole room lights up again. This man turns around and sprints out of the gigantic hall.
Oh no!
Literally, both of them are like, no, wait, no, fuck, because they feel bad because he just sprinted.
I just want to emphasize what my face is doing.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for this guy I never met.
It's insane. It's insane.
That's oh man.
Sprinted out. And then we all saw him back when the event ended because he was walking across the hallway, and some people were not nice.
Oh, well, don't be mean to him. He's clearly fighting demons of some kind, or is possibly just very autistic.
Well, I just remember at least one person went, "Do you guys have boyfriends?" Like in front of the guy, it's like, "Oh, y'all are menaces," but it's really funny. But stop this. Be nice to him, but it's so funny. But like,
on the subject of both cringe and things we were talking about earlier, I watched a video once about AI, and so it had a bunch of clips. It was like about AI. Well, this was Red Letter Media, so it was mostly about like fake AI movies on the internet.
Oh, true, yeah.
But it was just about the general subject. But they played a whole bunch of clips from these fake AI trailers, and I shit you not, this look was locked onto my fucking face the entire time.
Why do you look like you're about to explode?
I was really high, and I was looking at images I found disgusting.
Smithers.
Yeah, like I just had that face, and after realizing, because I was super stoned, so I was focused on what I was watching. And after like 20 minutes, I haven't felt my face move in like 20 minutes. So I took a picture to see what the fuck look my face was locked in on, and it was that.
Sometimes I just be looking at shit like a dissatisfied Obama. Like a...
Oh, by the way, check out which movie Tommy Wiseau apparently had personal admiration for.
Let's see here. No!
That makes so much sense.
Hold on. So just to be clear, that's the one that's fantastic, right?
Yeah, Fanforstic is what I call it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Just because that was one word. So, like, yeah. That has, wow. Can I just throw out here, Michael B. Jordan? He really be yo-yoing around the ratings sometimes.
Yeah, in Black Panther, the joke was 2 out of 2 Human Torches successfully redeemed.
Literally, Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan both just hitting fucking...
Technically 3, because there's the 90s Fantastic Four movie, which is surprisingly good, by the way, if you've never seen it. And so Disney, because of its weird legal status, Disney actually doesn't really own the rights to it. Like, not fully.
Really?
Yeah, because people are all like, why doesn't Disney just finally release it? They don't have the rights, and it's unclear if they even have the surviving fucking negatives.
By the way, that was one of the only good parts of the Deadpool, the new Deadpool movie.
Which one?
Chris Evans just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, y'all ready for this? Like, you could tell he was so happy.
So, anyway, the newest Fantastic Four movie, the good one, it turns out, the MCU one, actually does have the original 4 actors make cameos as, like, construction workers or something.
So I'm going to ask something. Because I admittedly have not seen the new one yet. Because I'm still kind of frustrated as a concept.
Okay.
How do we get over the fact that, like, Reed apparently can stretch too much type shit now?
What do you mean?
I just keep seeing that, like, screenshot of him, like, trying to wrap up Galactus. That's, like, a whole problem.
Well, I mean, he's not... It hurts to do it that much, I guess, but, like...
Hasn't he literally wrapped up the full-size Galactus before?
Well, I don't know. In the comics, he may have, but this is a whole different iteration of the character, like, you know.
I know, okay, what I'm trying to say is, like,
Also, it probably hurt when he did that, too.
Reed Richards' powers are pretty fucking dumb. And I think we can all accept that, because, like, we're here for his head. But I need you to not make his powers look so silly all the time, is kind of where I'm coming at this.
I mean, that's just what happens when you got a guy who stretches. It's gonna look fucking weird, man. There's just nothing you can do about that.
It's not that it looks weird; it's that there's no stakes. Like it doesn't make sense. What is he? His
I
powers
don't
don't
know.
make
I
any sense.
do know that in one of the comics, they walk into his lab and they find him as like a fucking blob. And they're like, yo, what the fuck, Reed? And he goes, oh, sorry. And he reforms into his normal form. And he's like, sometimes when I'm focusing really hard, I let myself do that so that I can take that little, like, 1% brain power it takes to stay standing upright and, like, use it for science instead.
What is Comic Reed's power exactly? Like, exactly. What is it?
I don't fucking know, man.
Does anyone know, like, what is Mr. Fantastic's actual power?
I'll look it up in a second, but before I do, you said the thing about disapproving Obama, and I wanted to share this meme I once made.
Hold on. I got you.
Hang on, let me get this bullshit out of the way. With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride.
My fellow Americans, hey, yep. With taste your lips. Obama always pissed me off. Just as far as like when he was president, I always got pissed off because he broke every single rule I was ever told in every single goddamn speech class ever. Every public speaking class, Obama breaks every 10 seconds.
Yeah, and it still works somehow.
I hate it. I hate it. Hey, he shouldn't be able to constantly say to me and have me be more pulled in by it. It should not work.
Dude, I fucking had that today. Like, my dad said too many times in a sentence, and I just went fuck out. Like this is disrespectful to my time to not gather your thoughts before you start talking.
Obama does it, and everyone goes, you know, he really thinks. He really thinks when he speaks. It's weird. I don't understand why when he does it, it's okay. I'm not saying it's not okay. I'm saying it is okay, but I don't know why.
Besides the fact that he's very handsome.
I mean, we've had multiple presidents who were literally actors.
Well, yeah, but keep in mind, being an actor don't make you handsome necessarily.
It makes you likely to be handsome if you consider.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, technically, Donald Trump was an actor too, and
no, he's not.
Technically,
no, because he's normally playing himself. Fuck you, no. I'm gonna fight back on this one. He's a
there's one or two movies where he does actually play somebody other than himself.
My knowledge of his acting career is literally Home Alone, where he's Donald Trump. So, like, I'm just saying, I don't really feel like that's fair. I think he's a celebrity. It's like Paris Hilton isn't an actress.
Well, yeah. Well, there's also, regardless of Paris Hilton, if we're talking presidents and their handsomeness, you also frequently get the situation where, like, Gerald Ford was literally a model when he was really young, but by the time he became president, he was really old. Whereas Obama was, like, one of the youngest presidents ever, and as a result was still young enough to be, like, conventionally handsome.
Valid. I'd argue, as much as I hate the guy, Reagan was conventionally handsome. Dude had a nice jaw on him.
Less so by the time he became president due to the fact that he was fucking ancient.
No, but he's still kind of like dude. Okay.
He sure as hell didn't get his acting career because he was good at acting. I've seen some of his fucking movies.
I'm gonna argue, wasn't his shit mostly Western?
There was a lot of that, but that's just what a lot of movies were.
So it doesn't require good acting. It requires a handsome white man. So
yeah.
So he fits what you need then.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like a terrible fucking actor. It's just that, like,
fine.
I mean, there's a reason he got into politics. It's not because acting was fulfilling him.
I don't know about that because I mean, Arnold got into politics and he's still decent at least. Like,
I've said before, Arnold is a shockingly good dramatic actor. He conveys a lot with just his face.
He's After you had said that, I went back and I rechecked some of my things. You got me. I'm not a fan of it, but you got me.
The guys I watch all the time actually brought that up on one of their shows just because they were chatting. And I didn't think of Predator specifically when I said that, but they pointed out, like, Dutch has very little dialogue in Predator. What he has a lot of is conveying what he's thinking or feeling with his face.
I guess I always considered that was part of the movie.
Well, it is, and John McTiernan, who did Predator, is a great director, but I've seen Arnold in plenty of terrible fucking movies where he also does a really good job acting with his face.
Fair. Okay.
Like Terminator Dark Fate is not a very good movie overall, but Arnold's storyline in it is so fucking good that it's made me rewatch the movie before just to see that.
Keanu Reeves, 2028.
As what, president?
Let's put him for governor first.
He's Canadian, so I don't think he can go for president.
Keanu Reeves for governor. Put him in Cali. They're gonna succeed anyway, and
True.
then we'll put him as the president of the new Federation of California. Whatever. Oh, speaking of new governments in California, Fallout has slightly changed their streaming speed, and I was interested in your take on this.
What do you mean their speed?
So the first season they dropped as like a mass binge.
Yeah, I remember that.
The second season they tried going weekly with the shits.
Okay.
Their viewership has been dropping off, and so they're trying to slightly speed it up so people will get through it and be less willing to fall off.
Okay.
And it's kind of interesting because I don't know who to blame or how to feel, but like it's weird to make a show switch between binging and serialized.
Yeah, The Boys did that back in the day. The first season of The Boys was released all at once.
Yeah, I remember that. And like I don't necessarily know how much it helps them to make it serialized.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
I mean, I personally enjoy it for this series just because this is my theory-loving bread and butter. So I want to have some time to come up with some shit with some people. But I can understand a lot of people be like, I don't have time for this. It's goddamn 2026.
Speaking of shows that are on right now, which is not many, the answer was thankfully wrong in the pit. My hypothesis.
What was the hypothesis?
Remember how I told you there's the little girl who shows up and she's got like the suspicious bruising and everything?
Yep.
My theory was she had a condition fucking up her ability to feel pain and she's injuring herself all the time without realizing it. Which I thought would have been really cool. What?
So, which adult was just beating the shit out of her on the side?
No one. She has a weird condition with her blood. Hang on, let me look up what it's called.
Oh, I know someone with this. Yeah, she has the hemo. It's not hemophiliac.
It's something similar though.
Yeah, no, I know.
Hang on,
what
they'll
you're
say
talking
what.
about.
It is called immune thrombosio. Jesus fucking Christ!
Please put the word on screen. I'll do it.
I got it. Hang on. Immune thrombocytopenic purpura, ITP. It's an autoimmune disorder characterized by a low platelet count with no other causes.
Yeah, I actually know someone specifically with that. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. So anyway, that why she had all these weird ass bruises was just because of her platelets being all fucked up. See, what's really cool with the pit is that the cases aren't what's interesting, it's what the cases bring out in the characters. Like with this little storyline with the girl, part of the story is that she was brought in by her dad's girlfriend because her dad was like, I don't think he was literally out of state, but he was out of the city on a business trip. And so the girlfriend was watching her, and they were like playing around, running around, and she tripped on the stairs. Like, just the kind of thing the kids do all the time.
His girlfriend watched his child bruise themselves. Girlfriend, damn, your dad made that bruise.
Well, no, actually. So that's the thing. The girlfriend and the daughter both deny that he does anything, that he hits them. And especially in the girl's case, it seems to be true.
Okay.
Like it feels very true when because kid actors can't really play deceit very well.
Unless they're Jaden Smith.
Well, yeah, okay. But most kid actors aren't good enough to play deceit. So when a little kid says, "No, he never hits me," it's believable. And it turns out it's true because when because he has to come from out of state when he gets the call, so it takes him a couple hours to get there. When he shows up, it turns out to be true. He isn't hitting his daughter or his girlfriend. He actually he's like that's the thing. The medical case.
You're allowed to be a dick if you don't hit people.
Yeah, the medical case isn't what's interesting about this story. What's interesting about this story is relationship with his girlfriend. The fact that because the doctor posits, are you sure he doesn't hit his daughter? And the girlfriend is like, well, I have only been dating him for 6 months. Fucking, I don't know, maybe he does when I'm not looking. I don't think he does, but maybe he does. And the fact that she was a little skeptical pisses him the fuck off when he finds out. Because he's very offended that she would consider the notion that he was abusive to his daughter.
I mean, understandable.
Yeah, like this character drama is way more interesting than the actual specifics of the case. And then, by the way, it ties into another because one of the other stories going on is this couple came in who were in a car wreck. And the husband, at least seemingly, is way more hurt than the wife. No, because she initially seems fine, and then it turns out she had an internal injury. She had like internal bleeding or whatever that they didn't detect because they were so focused on the husband, and she insisted they focus on the husband so hard that they for injuries. Damn. Because she said, "No, don't bother. I'm fine. Take care of my husband." And then, like later at the end of the episode, collapses from internal bleeding, and then Noah Wiley says, "Like, all right, from now on, we insist on the exam, even if they don't think it's necessary."
You can't do that.
Well, no, not force them to. He's just saying, like, from now on, we really emphasize it.
Oh, well, yes. Yeah, of course.
Because they said, "Do you want us to examine you?" And she goes, "No, I'm fine. Focus on the husband." And they don't push it any further. Anyway, the point is that the husband, who's regaining consciousness and recovering, overhears the couple, the other story, screaming at each other in the hallway and realizes, oh, shit, I need to fucking be better. Because the whole reason we were in this wreck is because my wife insisted we go on vacation, and I was a dick to her about it because I'm focused on work. And I need to tell her that I was being a dick.
That is sweet.
And then, of course, meanwhile, she's going, I need to tell him that I was being a dick because I insisted he do this thing.
Oh, so it's the harmonica comb thing.
Yeah, exactly. I love that thing.
Dude, look at it.
That's so cool.
I know! Sorry, I can't help but be really, just happy with this.
The childlike wonder of Nick playing with a Lego.
Listen, this was Nick's first Lego set, and I told my buddy, I was like, I'm never buying this because this costs too much money, and I'm a grown-ass adult. But look at it. It's so cool. And so they show up for Christmas, and they're like, be a kid, motherfucker. Now, those of you who know Nick, we're not going to get too deep into it. There's a reason I didn't finish this for a couple years, but,
yeah.
I did it.
I figured you had finished it and then took it apart when you moved and then rebuilt it.
No, I was in the middle of building it when things happened, so I thought I
Yeah.
lost a couple of pieces. Was the whole thing.
Yeah, well, if you ever worry about that, there's a website called Bricklink that can just like get you the missing pieces, or Lego themselves do it to some extent as well.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do because I thought I had just lost a couple pieces. I took the entire thing apart. I managed to find every fucking thing.
Okay, good. Yeah, this one here behind me, the Cloud City, that was not my first Lego set. I don't remember what my first was, but that was my favorite Lego set when I was a kid because of all the cool shit it can do. And like that's why I've never been able to sell it. The fucking Boba Fett from that set could be worth up to $2,500, but I can't part with it because that was my favorite fucking Lego. My mom literally won't let me sell the Boba Fett.
It's 20. That's just crazy pricing.
It's because they only ever made it in this one set, and this set was a huge fucking deal by itself. So its association with the Cloud City, plus being one of a kind, plus being one of the first Legos to have arm and leg printing. I think it might have been the first or one of the first. It's basically just a perfect storm of holy fuck, this is one of the rarest Legos ever made.
That's so fucking cool.
I have a local store close to me that I guess I'll say the name because there's several in different places. Boston Brick Company, and they're like a Lego resale outlet, so they sell new and used Legos.
You down via Boston Brick Company, my boy. Like,
yeah, I got family here, man. I don't want. Anyway, there's a few of them throughout Massachusetts. I live near one of those two places.
Yeah, time to. Quick, hit the fucking tools. Like, someone use their Flipper Zero and find out your location.
Anyway, I'm giving them free promo because they're a great fucking store and I'm personal friends with the people who work there.
Good people.
But, yeah, they're awesome. So, when they got one of those Legos in, it was like near Christmas, they didn't fucking sell it. They auctioned it off and donated the proceeds to a local charity. Like, I think the Metro West Food Bank or whatever.
I remember you talking about that, yeah.
Whatever. In the post about why they were doing this, they called it the Holy Grail of Star Wars Lego sets. And if you've been following them as long as I have, you know that there's probably a 5-digit number of Lego sets from Star Wars Lego sets.
That's really?
Maybe not 5-digit, but certainly 4. Like The theme, they started it in 1999 to tie in with Phantom Menace, and it's been going nonstop ever since. God, let me find out. You know what? I'm wondering when the internet's right in front of me.
Man,
I have the thing about Mr. Fantastic open if you want to see it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, that's less. Okay, yeah, here we go. There have been, according to Wikipedia, 928 different Star Wars Lego sets. Now, that gets updated continuously every month because...
Jesus Christ.
Well, like Lego does their several times, maybe every 2 months, release batches, and there's new Star Wars shit in pretty much all of them.
Yeah, see, I just like very specific things.
Yeah, that is part of the problem with Lego, is that as you get older, you want the more detailed, complicated, like, aimed at adults builds, and those ones are fucking expensive.
I just wanted Steamboat Willie, because it's monochrome. Look at it.
Yeah, and Steamboat Willie you could probably, at the time, have gotten for, like, $50. Like, I don't remember the exact price, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, like, I couldn't tell you how much it is. I don't know shit about Legos. I just think, like, honestly, I'm Marge Simpson with these Legos.
Yeah, I just think they're neat.
I just think they're neat. Like,
I love Marge Simpson because she reminds me of my mom so often. Not in terms of, like... Really? Well, my mom is, no offense to Marge Simpson, my mom's way smarter than her.
And that doesn't like Marge Simpson's a fucking idiot.
No, it's not that she has her moments where she's dumb for the purposes of the bit.
She's no, like her life choices.
Yeah,
are bad.
But also, like, she's a lifelong housewife, which my mom is not. My mom's had several different careers over the years. But the reason she reminds me of my mom is her just completely unconditional love and acceptance of her family. Like, I I know it's from a later season, not very good episode, but there's the moment I always think of. You remember when Bart was crumping with his backpack on frontwards? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
He's trying to get the kids to like him by doing that, and they're not having it. And then Marge just walks over and semi obliviously goes, I'll crump with you, sweetie. And then just starts doing it with him. And it's just, that's so nice, man. She loves her son so much.
You know, there really is a spectrum on cartoon parents who love their kids in different ways. Because the opposite of her is Peggy Hill.
True.
I'm,
True.
I don't know if I've ever gotten on this soapbox on stream before, but I might as well do it now. Fuck Peggy Hill. I hate Peggy Hill. I hate her like more than almost any character ever. There are 100 reasons I can give you. She is a bad person, and all the hatred that basic ass Breaking Bad fans give to Skylar should instead be directed at Peggy Hill. I also don't like Skylar, but let's be real, everyone in that show sucks.
Well, yeah.
Junior.
There's a difference between not liking the character as a person and not liking the character's presence in the show.
Wait, is that what people don't like about Skylar?
I mean, the ones who hate her because she's a woman, yeah, like they literally think the show would be made better by her not being there. Or at least at the time, that was how they talked.
Yeah, no, that's not the case. She is a bad human being. And if you disagree with me, I'm going to just go and throw out here. Episode 1. Everyone has gotten so deluded by Breaking Bad over the years, they forgot. Walt is entitled to health privacy. You are not allowed to take your husband's cancer and run to the richest person he knows and dangle it in a way to get your family a bunch of resources. That's not yours to do.
By the way, just to give you context, this is how expensive the new Lego Enterprise that I'm desperately craving is.
Oh. Okay, wait. Can you check if they have a Deep Space Nine?
This is the first Star Trek Lego ever. So not yet, but they probably will if this sells well. Which is part of why I want to get it. I want to do my part in making it sell well.
So much? Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, like I said, first ever Star Trek Lego.
Buy it.
Oh.
Buy it.
Dude, it's fucking on back order. I can't if I tried.
I don't know if you already did.
My mom literally tried to get this for me for Christmas and couldn't.
Fun fact: team up with me next time you need a drop. Me and my family are notorious for 30 seconds or less.
Hell yeah.
30 seconds or less, I can order some shit. I'm like a pizza, baby. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me.
Oh, that's fine. I'm looking for something anyway.
Okie dokie.
Do they still have it? Am I gonna have to go fucking hunt it down elsewhere on the internet? Where are you, you son of a hamster? All right, fine. Lego Enterprise Shuttle Pod. Come on. Here we go. When Nick gets back, I'll show him. In the meantime, how are you all doing? I hope you're staying safe from the blizzard and all that bullshit.
So
here it is. I don't think it's
something.
Oh yeah, go ahead first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying I don't think it's available from Lego anymore. I think it was a limited thing and I'll have to get it on eBay or whatever, but if you ordered the Enterprise like within its original week, you got this little mini thing as a bonus.
That bro.
With Ensign Rowe.
Bro.
And if Lego doesn't sell it anymore, I'm sure that someone on eBay is reselling it for its original price. So
absolutely, I'm sure my 3D printer will end up getting some work for that. But
I mean, you could do that too, but that's cheating.
Like
Lego's the one thing where I care.
Here's the thing, I'm not gonna like mix the fake ones with the real ones, but like. I'll if I can make good tolerance Legos and build my own little projects,
Oh yeah, I'm not saying anything moral about it. I'm just saying like I had one Mega Block set as a kid, and you could feel how much cheaper and shittier the
Well,
plastic it was made of
absolutely, but I
is.
think that whole thing is based on the tolerances.
Well, kinda, yeah. Though in Mega Bloks' case, their fucking standards were lower because their whole thing
Yeah,
is we're Legos for people who can't afford Legos.
exactly. No, I'm more saying I've seen some interesting sets that just I don't think Lego would approve of.
That is, yeah. So usually, what you see
That's
of
what I'm
those
talking
is
about.
somebody using authentic Lego bricks but designing their own build. But the actual Lego bricks are usually authentic.
Okay,
Though,
true.
of course, now with 3D printing, some people make their own shit as well.
By the way,
Yes.
if you wanted evidence as to the weird reasons you should play Fallout New Vegas, because I know I've been trying to get you to do that since before this TV show was ever even brought up.
You've been trying to get me to play Fallout New Vegas since I met you.
Because everyone should.
I will eventually. I'm still playing Ghost of Yote.
So I realized something the other day, and I hadn't even realized this. Do you know Odo from Deep Space Nine?
Yeah, he's the shapeshifter, right?
Yeah, that's Mr. House. He's
Yeah,
the
you told me
original
about
voice
that.
actor for Mr. House.
Yeah, you told me about that the other day. That's awesome.
And like I was just looking at these guys. I'm like, why do so many fandoms I like end up crossing over though?
Well, you do. I was thinking about that earlier when I was watching Next Gen. More than one Next Gen actor has had a minor role, or sometimes even a major role, in Young Justice, and I
Yeah,
don't think that's a coincidence.
no, it's not. It's not. It's like you like people, like you like stuff, and like the people who like the same stuff are like, I understand the stuff you like.
By the way, this is actually, if we're talking Legos that are affordable, I want this little tiny one, even though it's not very cool, for a specific reason. Well, two specific reasons. One, I'm still fucking mad we never got any Spider-Man 3 Legos when I was 10. Because Lego fucking lost the rights to Spider-Man for a while. They only got them back when they bought all of Marvel in 2012. That's why my shitty little Spider-Man Mega Block set was allowed to
Are there
exist.
John Wick Legos?
I'm sure someone's done them custom. There aren't any official.
I don't understand what's official and what's not. Because if I can be a superhero, why can't I shoot a dude in the face?
So Lego, I'll go off on a stun lock here. Lego has had pretty long-standing rules about depicting weapons and military stuff in general.
So to be very clear, and I know this is gonna sound silly because they're different companies, but there's no GI Joe-esque Legos.
No, Mega Blocks, or I think they're called Mega Constructs now. They've done some of Halo, and I think they've literally done sets of Call of Duty. um, but no, Lego in general wants to go for a whole like, everyone's welcome here. We don't want to depict the harsh realities of the real world too hard.
So based off that, I want to be very specific. Is there a Tintin Lego?
No.
All right. Is there any Lego that are you able to see where I'm going with this?
Sort of, but go a little further.
Okay. Lego is made by a company located where?
Denmark.
Denmark, notoriously famous for getting involved in a bunch of the heinous crimes of the last couple centuries and then pulling out and acting like they had nothing to do with anything. Yes, Denmark.
I mean, yeah. Am I supposed to argue with that?
No, it's more like so like what heinous shit are they normalizing if they want to get weird about like this?
Like, what is Lego doing personally, or
Well, no, I mean like it's just like seriously, have they never made an error in judgment on like a moral side and had like a Lego set that was probably shouldn't exist type shit?
well, so their Lego sets. This is part of the thing.
Okay.
So they have like their licensed shit, like their Star Wars, their superheroes, Indiana Jones, fucking Harry Potter, whatever.
Yeah, classic shit.
Um, Well, if you want to talk about a moral, maybe bad moral choice, they did make a few Lego sets of that shitty Prince of Persia movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I mean, that's mid. I'm more saying
Yeah.
so like they won't do weapons.
It's not that they'll never do weapons. It's that with guns specifically, they'll include them, but they're just very generic. Like, oh, just a little revolver, or oh, a very generic rifle. Like they don't do specific guns, and they don't really do like military stuff.
So the gun nerds don't like them. That's what you're saying because of that.
Well, there's a company called Brick Arms that does custom Lego ones that are actually fucking awesome. I bought a bunch of them back in the day. Yeah, but like, so Lego themselves, like, they have the city theme, which has cop stuff in it sometimes, but it's always like extremely simple cops and robbers, like the robbers wearing literal black and white striped shirts and shit.
So the robbers are from the prison?
Well, that's kind of the thing, is that really old shit would always depict them as wearing the uniform, whether they were from the prison or not.
Do they have like the cool Hamburglar masks at least?
They don't. Well, they have the beanies, yeah, usually.
Okay, I can deal with that because I'm like,
yeah.
I need some head accessory for them there. Also,
yeah, like
is there like McDonald's Legos? Does it work like that?
What you mean, like licensed ones?
Yeah.
No, well, they do licensed ones of specific IPs, like not the McDonald's is IP, but it's a brand. They do Legos of specific movies or games or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, the reason I normally was never into it was because it just wasn't about shit I was about.
Yeah, I'm
about fair. This. I'm about this. Also, look, there's a whole thing. It's cool.
I love it. Also, I'm sure you've seen this meme before, which is not. It's not inaccurate when presented like this.
Let's see. Huh. I mean, I don't agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's very funny, but
I'm going to go on the record and say the first one wasn't a cop.
Well, yeah, not in the modern definition for sure.
Well, no, he wasn't a cop. Like,
well, what was he then?
That's an officer. Pull that thing back up. That first thing is like a military dude with a badge on his head.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like the old-fashioned like constable.
Yeah, it does. Calling him a cop is a little weird. I don't know. It just doesn't seem honest. It just doesn't seem honest. The top right one. Oh. Top right one's like classic 80s fuck the police era.
Yeah.
Bottom left is a bit sci-fi. I find it a little hard to take it seriously, but I think it's just the glasses doing a bad job with the light refresh.
If I remember that figure correctly, he is specifically a motorcycle cop.
Makes it a little better.
That
makes it better.
Like, not every Lego cop from that era looked like that. That one had like a special, like, that's why he's got gloves and a helmet and shit.
Yeah, bottom left guy looks like Top Gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bottom right guy is a SWAT.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a funny meme. It's not supposed to be like super accurate, but
oh no, I know.
But yeah, so like when Lego does cop stuff, it's always like the Lego police station with the little breakout thing for the crime. Like, it's always very, very simple, not like as apolitical as you can make cop stuff, basically.
And I hate it.
Well, yeah, I was never into Lego City particularly either, other than some of the buildings. Because Lego City just includes anything that can happen in a city. So it includes cop shit. Ooh, we want to do a Lego pizza parlor. Well, that goes in the city line. Oh, we want to do like some surf instructors.
I want.
City, what?
Lego Black Panthers.
Well, they did do Legos of Black Panther the superhero.
No, I want Lego. I want Lego Huey Newton. Lego Huey Newton.
Oh, I agree. Trust me. I like I said, people have made it.
I haven't asked, by the way, and I probably should, just since we're on a stream and everything. What are your thoughts on Kash Patel officially throwing every Second Amendment sucking bootlicker under a bus?
Oh yeah.
Apparently, you aren't allowed to bring a gun to a protest anymore.
Uh,
Sorry,
j-
Rittenhouse. I
in
guess we're
case
going
it
to have
came
to
up,
pull
we
back.
did get one piece of good news on that.
What?
This thing about Greg Vivino.
I'm just asking, what is your take on bringing a firearm to a protest?
Well, okay, so ultimately my take is if the left wingers did it, it's good, and if the right wingers did it, it's bad. But no,
The thing.
regarding to actually answer the question, what was his name?
Kyle
Something.
Rittenhouse, or are you talking about
The guy who just got killed, Alex Preddy.
Oh yeah, sorry.
In my opinion, Alex Preddy did absolutely nothing wrong.
Well, I'm asking about the precedent because this seems to be an American question that we're asking. It's like, is this valid to do this? It's like, well,
within the framework of America's gun-obsessed culture, and within that specific framework, yes. I think that, like, if you're doing, because Kyle Rittenhouse fucking shot people, so I'm leaving him out. If you're doing the classic, like the Black Panther thing of open carrying, but then just standing there looking dignified, I have no problem with that.
Which could just be reframed as providing security and safety from a source that I personally trust and believe in, as opposed to the line of police. What?
Yeah, exactly.
That's just me.
I mean, that was a thing the Black Panthers did. They would do patrol routes where they just followed the cops around to make sure nothing bad happened.
Now, is it a coincidence that you have the emergence of a new identifying Black Panther Party who were very into bringing their ARs to the Capitol, and then Cash is like, "You can't do this." I don't know, but
also, the current, like, one of the oldest currently in use gun laws in the country is the one in California, the largely blanket ban on long arms like that. That was signed into law by Governor Ronald Reagan with the explicit purpose of preventing the Black Panthers from open carrying.
I do think that is interesting. We are going through a recurrence of the same legal problem, the same namesake. I mean, obviously it's not the same Black Panther Party, folks. Huey Newton Jr. is not a fan of this, but, like, honestly, Huey Newton Jr., I'm not saying to go fuck yourself, but I'm saying that your dad did a lot of work and you just kind of hang out now. So, like, maybe you don't talk about it. Just me.
There is the group, the new Black Panther Party, but they're not the same thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying is you're never gonna have the same thing, but, like, it's closer than not.
Yeah, I mean, whatever the next equivalent of the Black Panthers is probably not going to aesthetically resemble the Black Panthers, because if you're trying to aesthetically resemble them, that implies you're constructing an image, which I'm not necessarily saying. I don't know. Bad,
I'm going to argue that maybe you want to do that because the legacy is worth being built upon.
I know. I'm not saying you're not allowed to do this. What I'm saying is the Black Panthers were a fairly, I hate to say spontaneous, but they were a very naturally formed group.
The Black Panthers were a result of the right resources in the right areas having the right reactions. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it was a perfect storm of circumstances. Yes. Yeah.
100%.
And I feel like the next group that will make the impact they did will also be a perfect storm of circumstances, but because, if nothing else, time has passed. Well, even if it believes largely the same things, like, I don't think they're going to be wearing berets and shit.
I do think that we should acknowledge the point, though.
What's that?
Which is they need to look respectable from a white perspective. It might not be berets, but they're gonna go down the same road because if you'll notice, the Black Muslims, the Black Panthers, a lot of the groups that, well, I'm not saying were unflawed, they were pro-Black and unapologetically so, to the point that they would slight other things or, like, just make faults in other ways. All of them came to the same conclusion: respectability
Hang
is the
on.
pretense.
I'm losing you.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe Larry ain't so far down.
There we go. Okay, what
It
were you
worked?
saying?
Oh, I was just saying Creed.
It looks like it. Hang on. Okay, I think it's working for now. We should end soon anyway, but tell your story before.
Oh, I mean, it's more just at this point, I don't necessarily know that there's any option except for these groups to go down a similar route of you have to appeal to people's better natures. That these are human beings.
Because the internet shat the bed.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. So I don't know. These people gotta find a fucking way to seem appealing, to seem, I guess, reasonable. And then they use that and they try to actually be actionable. But I don't think it ever works without the reasonability portion. You can't just say fuck the police, because then you're just a bunch of niggas.
I'm not saying that, but yeah.
I am
fair.
saying.
I get what you're getting at.
That's not how I feel. That's the perspective you're going to get from the media. That is what you're going to be looked at as. And really, does my opinion matter? As opposed to Fox's, as opposed to CNN? I am a drop in the bucket. I can not say that till the end of time. Larry can not say that till the end of time. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, our voices aren't big enough that it fucking matters if we did.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do I fucking follow that? You're just right. I don't know what to say here.
Listen, sometimes I have my moments, okay?
I think there is something to be said for the fact that the civil rights movement, meaning like the 50s and 60s era one.
Meaning the one that's popularized by Dr. King, or both sides of the story?
The whole story is what I'm saying. Like the entire movement from, say, 53 to 70.
Shout out John Lewis.
Yeah, true. He died semi-recently.
Yeah, he did, but that motherfucker got his head bashed in. He still was trying to walk. Let's go.
Yeah. So anyway, well, that's why there's a fucking civil rights bill named after him.
That's why we read a fucking book about him. Like,
so I think there is something to be said for that movement's relative success, that they had a pretty wide range of speaking styles and ideological intensity, let's say.
Yeah.
Like, basically what I'm saying is they saturated the something has to change market with many different voices, and so anybody who felt a need for change found a voice that fit them.
A message that is reasonable should be translated to be widespread.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why Martin Luther King has there's a fucking holiday named after him. We just had it the other day.
Well, no, they named. Okay, I'm going to go on the record once again. Anything that they ever gave for Martin Luther King is garbage. We got like the statistically worst weather period of the year for a reason.
You're right, but
Martin
it
Luther
is also
King
the
Jr.
shortest.
Boulevard is literally a place where you should always roll your fucking windows up and lock your doors. I don't know what city you live in. You know I'm right. It's the ghetto. It's on purpose. I don't know what to fucking say. Like,
yeah, it is. But what I mean is, like, that's what the government did, but the people largely think of him positively. unless you're Charlie Kirk.
I mean,
like, as shitty and selfish as like the average person can be, if you walk up to most Americans and ask what they thought of Martin Luther King, they're probably going to say something nice.
But it's for the wrong reason, and you know it, and they have no
It
idea.
is like
they have no idea about his actual messages, and so
of course not. But still, like he is remembered fondly by mainstream history. Is my point.
He's remembered fondly by mainstream history because he's conveniently used as a scapegoat on how racism is over.
Oh no, you're just 100% right. I'm not denying any of that, but I think it is probably for the best that he is popular with most people, even if the reason is too simple for our satisfaction.
I don't disagree with you, but I feel like the fact that they don't realize that Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the biggest communists you'd ever meet is evidence that we're not actually talking about Martin Luther King Jr. anymore. We're talking
it has been speculated because if you look at like the shit he wrote near the end.
Oh, it's not speculated. He talked about the abolition of reliance on capital.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That it is speculated that it's not a coincidence he was assassinated shortly after his writings started featuring a lot of that.
It's not, and I think it's also not a coincidence that the government took hold of the narrative surrounding him. And that I have to have a bunch of people tell me how he believed in XYZ equality bullshit. It's like, well, he believed in a lot. You just know a Kumbaya song with his name attached. And that's
sometimes you even get, not so often anymore, because now they're a lot more comfortable being openly racist, but sometimes you even get the Republican Twitter account saying, like, Martin Luther King would have been a Trump voter or whatever.
Martin Luther King Jr. would have told you, why do you think your insistence on voting is going to solve your problem? Does your community have any problems that you could solve without voting? But that's not popular amongst people because we don't want to go door to door and organize.
Yep.
I don't have the patience for anyone who can't take 10 minutes for this.
That's so fucking real.
Understood Martin Luther King Jr. better than the entire Horace Mann funded public school system. Suck my dick. Like, it's outrageous.
Yeah, it really is true. Like, they really did. They really Jesusified him, by which I mean they crafted a very convenient version of him to teach.
Yeah, that's why I'm not angry at him. I'm angry at what we talk about when we're like, well, MLK Jr. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, do you mean like the real guy or like the fantasy version that kids think visits them on Martin Luther King Day Eve?
The worst part is not the kids, it's the adults. All the adults think on Martin Luther King Day Eve, Martin Luther sneaks around and sprinkles a little equality dust inside the chimney of every black person.
Hey, I wish he did.
They don't got chimneys to sprinkle in. They got 40 acres and a mule. Fuck you. Like,
yeah, a lot of them didn't even get that.
40 acres and a mule. I don't care. And I find it very funny when I keep hearing like I keep hearing racists be like, oh, well, did you earn that or did your ancestors? And I'm like, I really feel like this is a bank interest issue where, like, y'all, okay, to be clear, you should have gave the direct people who survived 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
Was it done?
No. Well, I mean, I'm sure a few did, but mostly no.
So as a policy wasn't done. Not my fault that you now have a lot more black people who want the 40 acres and a mule. That is so not my problem.
Yeah,
it's just so much not my problem, and I keep seeing people be like, "Oh, well, you want this? You're ungrateful. You like think you deserve this? You're fine claiming your ancestors when it's convenient and what they've claimed and what you've earned via their actions all the time. I live in a society that is constantly justified by that exact fucking action. But also, I do it.
By the way, and like I don't need to tell you this, but bold fucking choice of a white guy to ask a black person if their ancestors owned or earned something.
Honestly,
bold fucking choice, my friend. Let's see how it works out.
Internet racists are wild when they get into, because like here's the thing, they won't directly say it. They'll start trying to get us mad and start doing weird things. You know how often if I get into a conversation on the internet, someone's like, "We were Kangs," I still get that shit thrown at me. The fucking "we were Kangs."
Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't even funny the first time.
It wasn't funny the first time. But, like, and I'm like, what do you think your point is? Because, like, if you think you're entitled to something via your ancestors' actions, but I'm not, you're a pussy.
And also the phrase "we were once kings" or whatever the actual phrase was before they bastardized it with their racist ebonic bullshit.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, the phrase "we were once kings" referred not to wealth but to the freedom of literally not being fucking enslaved.
It was that and like self-respect of like
which like to us, the freedom, the dignity, all that shit, which to a slave would feel like a monarch.
It's a whole dignity thing.
Yeah. So like the phrase "we were once kings" or whatever the fuck it is,
just hold
we
your
are
head up.
Proud human beings. Yeah.
Be
proud
of yourself.
But then these fucking mongoloid racist idiots had to be like, "Oh, that has to mean kings as in literal."
Well, listen here, just because they were kings there in Africa, we done went and took all their stuff. Like, bro, I see people occasionally get on the "no, we conquered things" route, and it's like,
yeah, that's worse, buddy.
Well, but no, it's like, so you're advocating that your ancestors' actions should have an impact on you personally.
Yeah.
So give me my fucking donkey, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah, or at least stop being. Yeah, fuck the donkey. Just stop sending the cops to beat the shit out of me.
No, not fuck the donkey. Give me my 40 acres in the donkey. No, I want.
Yeah.
I agree. Not fuck the donkey. Give me my bill, nigga. Like, give me my shit. If I have to deal with your ancestors providing you with wealth, just because you didn't pay my ancestors doesn't mean you can be mad that modern people still want the wealth. I just don't understand the conversation where they're like, well, we can't do that. Doesn't sound like a me problem.
Well, really, the entire point of living in a society is planting the tree for our future generations to eat the fruit of.
Truth.
But, like, these people don't understand what a fucking society is, so they only think of their own children and not, like, the future generations of Earth.
We wouldn't be here like this if you gave out the 40 acres and the mule before, bro. America would be in a much different place. If we,
you could have not enslaved people. You could have not done this.
Hell, you ain't gotta go that far. Just imagine if you had like proper U.S. work in place to protect the people of Tulsa, or even responded to the disaster after it happened.
Yeah, or fucking Montgomery, or goddamn Little Rock, or goddamn fucking where was the place where the cops literally just air bombed the fucking building?
That's Tulsa.
No, not that. Cops there. I'm talking in like the 1980s. The police literally dropped bombs on an entire neighborhood. I think it was Philadelphia. It was the Move
I know they
guys.
did some shit in Watts that was similar too.
Oh my god, fucking Rodney King, goddamn Ferguson, Missouri 10 years ago, Minneapolis multiple fucking times, including right at this very moment.
I mean, Ferguson is still poisoned. You can't even live there, but
that's Flint, but yeah.
No, it's Ferguson too.
Well, I brought up Ferguson because of the Freddie Gray shit. You're thinking of Flint, Michigan with the water.
No. They have a PFAS issue there as
well. Oh, yeah, true. But that's not what I was referring to.
Yeah, no, fair. I just remember I had to go to a fucking hearing on that shit at fucking Congress, weirdly. And, like, Ferguson was one of the places brought up. It was, don't drink the water if you're in Ferguson. I'm just going to throw that out there. Just don't do that.
Yeah, I think finally, after 11 years, they finally unfucked Flint's water recently. I think I heard that.
It's not unfucked.
Hang on, let me find out.
It's fucked for decades. Like, I think it's more they have, like, a plan.
Okay, as of August 3rd, 2025, Flint declared its water safe. But health issues and doubts persist. At least that's what CNN says.
Okay, but this entire thing started because Flint declared it safe and we were like, you can light it on fire.
Yeah, true. I mean,
this whole thing started because Flint claimed their water was safe, and people are like, "Watch this," and their water lit on fire.
that's why anyone who supports fracking drives me up the fucking wall. Like, how do you support that after seeing one video of that?
Anyone who supports modern fracking, if it's back in the day, I can kind of let it go because, like,
Well, I don't give a shit what people back in the day supported. We're talking about today.
Well, okay, thank you. Valid point. Valid point.
You know, people in the South were more racist in the 50s. Yeah, that's bad, but those motherfuckers are dead now, and I'm talking about these motherfuckers.
Well, did you know the Democratic Party was actually pro? Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, ever heard of the party switch? You fucking dingus.
Read a book. Read a fucking book.
Yeah, Lyndon Johnson was actually wrong. When he fucking signed that Civil Rights Act, he declared, "We have lost the South for a generation." He was wrong. He lost the South forever.
I mean, it could have if the Dixiecrats didn't go the way they did.
Yeah, they just all became Republicans.
They went, oh shit, the Crat and Dixiecrat is really optional. We could just be Dixie. Like,
yeah, because well, back then the terms Democrat and Republican were a lot more decentralized. What they meant, like in different regions and shit.
Yeah.
Like a New York City Democrat in 1930 meant something really fucking different from a Texas Democrat in 1930. Whereas today, if you said I'm a Democrat, you'd get fairly similar answers in both places.
Now, this is people without pants advocating for a new party. Not the Libertarians, not the Green Party.
Definitely not the fucking Libertarians, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's important that if I say the words third party, I have to follow it up by saying not the
Oh,
Libertarians.
I agree. It's just like I would literally rather try to reclaim the label of Republican than try to reclaim
I'd reclaim the Republicans before I took the Libertarians. Absolutely not, bro.
Yeah, that's if there's one name that's more poisonous.
My black ass would join the Tea Party before I fucking join the Libertarians. You serious?
Yeah. Yeah, we unfortunately don't really have like a large scale third party except for maybe the Libertarians.
Here's my pitch. Let's use their tool against them. I'm officially advocating for the formation of the Martin Luther King Jr. Party. Use that shit against me, fucking Republicans.
Yeah, you could. To answer your entire initial question, I'm not shocked at all that they changed their principles when it became inconvenient.
Yeah. It's kind of their whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah, like that is literally all they do all day, every day.
It's terrible.
Yeah, they're demons from hell, man.
They are actual demons, and we should all exercise them.
Yeah, Charlie, I hope you're watching the show tonight.
Who?
Exactly.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Are you actually saying that you hope live streamed from hell? That good old Kirk himself is here? Well,
I hope he's here. I hope he can listen to.
So, do you think when Charlie Kirk nods his head, the hole in his neck just makes a whistle sound?
Have I told you what I did when that happened?
No, you didn't. I remember I heard it. I was just like, oh, we fucking did one. We someone can shoot.
Yeah, and then it turned out to not even be one of us, which was even funnier.
And I was like, damn, that's actually damn. I was happy for a second. I thought that you guys actually like went to the range and did your work. But
I was honestly kind of relieved just optically, but yeah.
No, I'm not relieved at all. I want more leftists to be able to. Okay, listen. We're leftists in America. We're operating under the American Constitution because we respect our country and our Constitution.
I agree. I'm just saying
so hard into the Second Amendment that it breaks our fucking arms.
What I'm saying is leftists being good at shooting is not a skill I think you should reveal one at a time. I'll put it that way. That's the kind of skill you reveal several people at a time.
No, hold on. While I do understand what you're saying, I think that having leftists who are good at shooting makes us united.
That is true. It is.
And united, being united, is something we should really think about when we consider leftists with weapons.
Anyway, before we go, I'll tell the story about what I did
Shout out Luigi. Sorry.
on Kirkening Day. So it was like 12:30, like in the afternoon, let's say 12:31, somewhere in there. And I'm just like doing my thing, eating a snack, checking the news. And
doing my thing, eating a snack.
Well, yeah, I was eating fucking I don't know, whatever I was eating.
Grill mixed cheese.
Yeah, and I think I opened YouTube because I was checking like an upload thing or whatever.
Fair.
And I see Vosh is streaming, and I'm like, yeah. And I'd seen that Vosh was streaming earlier, and it was called something like, he had a normal name for the stream. And then all of a sudden I look down, and it's the same stream has been retitled Breaking Charlie Kirk Shot at Utah Valley, whatever. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And I go on Twitter. Well, I go on Google first, and then I go on Twitter. And I find out, oh shit, Charlie Kirk got fucking shot. And then I'm on Twitter, I'm pissing myself laughing at the memes people are already making about Charlie Kirk.
Terrible.
And we didn't even know he was dead yet. They were like, oh shit, I wonder what's going to happen, Tone. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to know if he's dead. And I wait around for like 30, 40 minutes, checking the news fucking religiously. And we're not getting anything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm calling it. He's got to be dead if we haven't heard. I'm going to the weed store. So I get in the car, and I'm driving to the fucking weed store. And my phone, like when I'm most of the way there, my phone starts going off, getting like ding, 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 ding messages. I'm like, okay, well, I can't check this while I'm in the car. So I wait patiently, and I park at the weed store. I pull out my phone. It's confirmed he's dead. I force myself to keep it together. Because this is I'm not ordering online and picking up. So I'm going to be in there for like 10 minutes. And I keep it together. I walk in. I keep it together the whole time. Repressing my smile. Keeping it together. Well, no. I finish. I get out of the weed store. I throw it in the car, get in the car, and I hit the power button on my stereo, which is on shuffle because it always is. And Cult of Personality by Living Colour starts playing.
On the Cult of Personality.
And I just lost my shit and started howling uncontrollably, crying, laughing as I'm driving home, singing along to Cult of Personality.
I'm going to go on the record here and say when it happened, I was going through some shit. I remember. I looked, I was like, huh, it's great that one thing worked out. And I put my phone down and I passed the fuck back out. Like, that was all I did.
That day has got to be in the top 5 funniest days. Maybe not in the entire history of Twitter, but in the history that I've been on Twitter.
Can it be said? Ain't that a hole in the neck? Like, yeah.
The day Trump got COVID is possibly number 1. The day we all thought Trump was dead for like 36 hours, that's up there. What are some of the other really funny days since I've been on Twitter?
To be fair, are you on Black Twitter?
I'm not so much on it as I see it sometimes going past.
Okay, just checking for context.
Like, I did get introduced to the phrase, his neck leaking jungle juice. I don't know if that counts as Black Twitter, but the guy who posted it was black, so.
No, black people never use the word jungle because you should never hear us say it.
I agree, but this was a black guy posting this, so I don't know.
You can't say the word jungle. Hold on 10 seconds.
Okay. I'm holding on. This is the sound of me holding on. This is now an ASMR channel while we wait for Nick to get back. I'm going to pull a Jeffrey Toobin and masturbate while live on the internet. I can't believe a motherfucker named Jeffrey Toobin got caught jacking off on cam.
He got Pee Wee Herman?
Well, it was a while ago. I'm surprised you didn't hear. No, so the Pee Wee Herman thing got really overstated. Pee Wee Herman was jacking off in a private booth at a porno theater. They just raided it because they wanted an excuse to arrest gay guys.
I know, but the joke.
No, I know. The joke is really funny, but I'm just saying everybody should
know.
know that he was not cranking off in a movie theater. He was cranking off in a private booth in a porno
I
theater.
guess you're right. I'm going to go on the record. Paul Rubens, shut the fuck out. Great guy. Nothing wrong with him. Watch the documentary. Honestly, fuck everyone who did anything to him. But the jokes about Pee Wee Herman coming soon in a theater near you. So I'm
Yes.
sorry. It gets me every time.
Um,
Right? Gets me every time.
So no, what happened with Jeffrey Toobin? Well, this is the official version of events was that it was during COVID. He was in a meeting, and it was one of the ones that he had to like be there for 5 seconds and say hi and then just listen and to like 100 other people.
Sure.
So I think he thought he'd logged out or thought he'd turned off his camera. So he just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna jack off while I listen to this bullshit. But he had left his cam on and like everyone saw him do it.
While he listens?
Well, like, I don't have to actually listen to this, but I have to like leave it playing so they think I listened. It was one of those type of things.
So like I get it, but I'm gonna just throw out something here. I'm not trying to jerk off listening to a bunch of random people talk.
Yeah, that's why no one got it. And because it was an accident, they just fucking let him back on TV. They made him take like a month off to do his little apology tour. They just let him back on the fucking panel. Like it was nothing.
I mean, I'm glad everyone was adults, but it makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem to have, assuming you believe him, to be honest, a truly authentic mistake.
I don't know if that justifies you being a fucking idiot, though.
Yeah, like, why were you jacking off during a Zoom meeting? And why the fuck did you not quadruple check that your camera was off?
And why the fuck couldn't you? Could you not occupy your time any other way, my boy?
He's like 60 years old, too. He's not in prime horny years. Like, it's not like when you're fucking 15 and you just simply cannot wait.
Like, dude could just not jack off.
Yeah. Or, fuck it, just leave the room. Just go in the fucking bathroom, dude.
I mean, I get the laziness if he's old. I will give him that.
Yeah, and also, I repeat, his name is Jeffrey Toobin. And he got caught. Toobin is fucking Jeffrey. And they just fucking for a more extreme case, of how fucking creatively and morally bankrupt the news media is, Brian Williams, you remember what happened with him?
I don't.
Brian Williams, who was and still to some degree is, a fairly well-respected like TV journalist guy, in his memoir, and I think he repeated the story elsewhere, he tells a story about being in a fucking army chopper in like 2007 and taking active artillery fire and being like, oh fuck, are we all gonna die? And then it turned out that story was total bullshit.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
It wasn't bullshit. He stole it from his friend, didn't he?
Something like that. Either way, it was completely fabricated.
He knew someone who did that. He pretty much stole a dude's life.
Yeah, it's complete journalistic malpractice. So he got suspended for I think it was 3 years or whatever. And then as soon as it was up, they just let his ass back on fucking TV. He's still there.
If people can't remember, who cares?
Well, it's like, why the fuck is somebody who is clearly not a journalist, not a principled one anyway, why the fuck is he allowed on TV?
Because journalism is dead, baby.
Yeah,
Entertainment Network.
I was listening earlier today. I was listening to. I know. I love it too.
No, sorry. I'm just doing this as I talk because it's very fun.
I was getting so fucking ornery today because I was listening to Dana Bash's interview with Greg Bavino. and it was from like maybe 2 days ago, and it was so fucking obvious that she was ordered to not push him too hard because she's couching all of her direct addressing of the fact that they lied in like flowery terms about, or in the just asking questions tone. Like, how do you explain this thing? She doesn't just go, "You're a fucking lying piece of shit, dude." Like, and you're allowed to do that in the US.
I mean, this is not the UK. I mean, I don't think we have any fans over there yet. Let's hope. But no, we got full First Amendment freedom of speech. Literally, you can write some weird shit in the press as long as you're not doing slander or specifically trying to defame someone's character.
Yeah, you are allowed to call the president a liar to his face. Like, it just exists. Sorry.
But you're not allowed to Kathy Griffin.
Yeah, well, you actually are, but we've decided you're not.
You're not.
It's illegal to say, "I want to kill the president."
It's so funny.
By the way,
you do it just because you look like. I'm sorry. It was so funny.
I've gotten that. Back when I used to have Tinder, the two I always got were Trevor and Carl from Shameless.
Bro, I hate because like I personally love Whitest Kids You Know, and the last time I rewatched it, I literally had a moment where I was like, "Yeah, this looks like Larry. Holy shit!"
They do a thing on their because I subscribe to their YouTube channel, even though it doesn't obviously post any new content. I just do it on principle.
R.I.P.
Yeah, true. Serious fucking R.I.P. They love to repost. They repost their old skits with new titles to be context about current events.
That's
like here. Let me see what. Yeah, well, that's why they do it. Like, let me see what the most recent one was.
But just to reiterate, folks, it is illegal to say that there's a building across from the White House where
Here it is.
Yourself with a sniper rifle and try to assassinate the United States of America. It's illegal to say that. And you should.
Yeah. YKUK. I'm sorry, Kanye West.
I actually wanted to ask you about this. HITLER driving down the street in his fancy car. Oh fuck! I hate that I know that.
Hey, you know what? You're doing better than me. I know. I just about every lyric to the Baby Merchant song from fucking Cop Rock. I'm the baby merchant, tots are us. I'll give you all the service and no damn fuss. Give the baby merchant just a week or two. I'll have a baby for you. By the way, the baby merchant is played by Mickey's dad from Shameless, which is really fucking funny in hindsight.
By the way, how you feeling about the whole Kanye thing? Did you hear about this?
Oh yeah, whatever, man. I'm lucky. I never gave a shit about Kanye as an artist.
But
so.
I just want to pitch to you. Do you remember like years ago when we were in college? And I was like, "There's an interesting thing with Kanye West. He is severely bipolar, severely unmedicated, and goes through moments of clarity, realizing his manic problems. You can notice these by his best releases." No, this is a thing.
That is really true.
My Beautiful Dark and Twisted Fantasy came out about just a little bit after his apology for the Taylor Swift thing. It is not a coincidence. He kept that shit in a vault waiting.
Yeah. Well, the part we just learned, or at least that I just learned, was that he had fucking brain damage from that car wreck or whatever it was.
Have you never heard the song Through the Wire?
I don't listen to Kanye really. Like
Through the Wire. Yeah, no. Kanye has a very famous song from about 20 years ago about how he got into a very bad car accident. The doctor said we're gonna have to wire your jaw shut. He said, "Dog, don't you realize I'll never make my plane?" Kanye has been diagnosed as bipolar, and his fucking brain damage from this thing did touch him. I'm very happy that it seems like he's getting help.
Yeah, I hope he does.
If he's truly on his medication again, and he's actually trying his best, I have nothing but goodwill.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. If for no other reason than the safety of others, I hope he is well from now on.
I mean,
Also,
he
good one.
is a net gain for the art of hip hop if he's on his meds.
Yeah, he is. He is
He's
one
good.
of the guys you can't tell the story of hip hop without mentioning.
Like I always find that meme he made graduation one of the funniest things. Where
He
like,
made graduation, man.
because I occasionally I had that conversation with someone once where like I was at my job and I'm fucking have my AirPods in and they're like, so Nick, what are you playing today? And I'm like, I mean, bro, he made graduation, and then they just look at me. They're like, you can't play that anymore. And I'm like, nah, I will still play graduation.
For much less political reasons, this is exactly how I feel when I watch fucking Terminator Genesis.
I get it with movies, with music. Good morning.
Oh yeah, with me, trust me, dude. Fucking Marilyn Manson getting outed as a sex creep fucking almost destroyed me. But
damn, man, like I bet it made you want to go suck yourself. I mean, fuck yourself.
Yeah, basically. So, like when I watched Terminator, when I did, because I only fucking saw it once. When I watched Terminator Genesis, the whole fucking time I was just like, this is the franchise that gave us T2, man. And some of the same people are in this one.
You will never catch me on any camera or in general actually ever doing that Kanye song. But just if I was to play some background music right now, it would be that song about what he says on Twitter.
Yeah. I will close tonight with this. Just a funny story. The very first shot of Terminator Genesis pissed me the fuck off.
How so?
So the movie opens with a shot of I think it was the very first. It's been a while since I saw it. But if I remember correctly, it was the very first. It's a shot of just a San Francisco street, and then a nuke goes off and blows the whole fucking thing up. Okay. That makes sense to be in a Terminator movie.
Sure.
The narrator explicitly says, billions of lives were lost when the nukes went off August 29th, 1997. Okay. If it's August 29th, 1997, why the fuck are there modern cars on the street? Like Priuses and shit. Like cars you can identify down to the model number. You motherfuckers were so lazy that you did not stock a single street with 90s era cars. Or just do it in fucking CGI.
The city where I live has been stocked with shitty old cars for Ben Affleck on multiple occasions. It's a whole thing we do here. It's annoying.
Yeah, they could have just fucking CG'd the whole thing if you wanted. Christ, you do that half the time. Terminator Genesis is one of the worst movies I've ever watched. It is basically, in terms of movies, it's one of the quickest ways to fill me with blubbering, incoherent rage.
Whoa. One of the worst movies you ever watched? Have you considered The Cannibal Virus?
I don't know if I've seen that one, unless you're
joking no, I'm trying to do that thing that Ice Cube does. It's like, what about The Cannibal Virus?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. There's too many stupid lines in that movie to remember.
But Genesis he looks at the camera.
Genesis is not the worst movie I've ever seen, but it probably makes me the angriest. I've seen worse movies, but
a weird movie that just pisses me off is Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. It's a bad movie.
2 copies.
You have seen it. Wow. Okay, you have. Yeah.
I actually haven't. I've only seen the bit from Breaking Bad where he says, "Wow, you have 2 copies."
Bro, the whole thing about that movie is it feels like you're watching Willy Wonka minus everything that is valid about Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Willy Wonka with no heart or originality or cocaine.
But like also Willy Wonka with like no lore subtext. Like they're like he is not Willy Wonka. He's just a guy.
Well, if we get talking about this, I will be here all night, and I do have other things to do.
Guess what I have to do?
What?
It's Fallout time, baby.
Hell yeah. You do Fallout. I'm going to go play Ghost of Yote, and since I'm doing New Game Plus and already played the game, I'm going to listen to YouTube Politics while I do it. On Thursday, remind me to talk about Captain America Brave New World, because I rewatched it.
All right, folks, on Thursday, Captain America Brave New World, a recap. Kanye West, an update. Is he actually not an anti-Semite anymore? And more.
And this is all assuming that we are still alive on Thursday, because you never know these days.
Now, Larry, question.
Yes.
If these people wanted to reach out to us for the topic, where would they even reach out to you?
You can do the comments. You can find us on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. I believe we're on Reddit as well. I need to fine-tune all these accounts, but they do exist. You can also like the stream. You can subscribe to the channel. You can hit the fucking bell thing so that you get notified when we're on. You can do smoke signals to tell people about us. You can fucking text the Menendez brothers.
I will give you the exclusive OnlyFans link. It's only for the commenters, though.
I will post whole, if need be.
Straight hole. Gaping.
Yes. Well, I don't know how Gaben. The motherfucker gets a lot of work. He's very muscular. He's very tight, all right? I do a lot of shit.
He said, I'm sorry. I'm too quick for your gapes. I guess you need the live event. Also, live events. Interested? Ask about it.
Yeah. We have a Discord. I need to fucking set it up so that people can call in and tell us we're stupid about fucking politics or whatever.
Well, that's the thing. Do you want to call in and absolutely try to wreck us? Do you miss that feeling of arguing with someone in college? Do you just feel like a masochist and kind of want to get eaten by two dudes who watch too many movies? We're here for all of it.
Also, before we go, we love you all very much. Remember to take your pills, and also remember that no matter how much it feels like you're being forced to, you do have to wipe.
No. Stop. No, pause.
Bidets, I know.
Bidets. He's heard the speech too much. He's not doing it again. Bidets.
You should still wipe one more time after the bidet just to dry everything out.
It doesn't have to be a wipe. It can be a pat.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like with dry toilet paper.
But yeah, I'm just saying you don't get to smear nothing across your asshole no more. Except me, baby.
Haha. Take care, everyone.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.